All right, fellas, you know how it is. This time I kind of lowered the volume of the game because you could barely hear me when I was just like being not loud as hell. So, yeah. Anyways. Mr. Beast. All right. Oh, my God. Oh, time to call Niko right now. Hello? Wait, are you... Okay, wait, I'm in a dream right now, I think. Niko, wait, can you see my dream, Niko? Can you see it?
See your dream? They looked down at you incredulously. Why were you asking that they could see your... How were they supposed to see something that was in your head? They knelt down next to you, their face holding clear confusion.
Well, aren't you like God or something right now? So just fucking just look at it. Look at my brain. Just look at my brain right now. Just put your brain on my brain right now. Come on. Just do it.
That's not how gods work.
Oh my
They
God.
sighed a bit, letting out a small huff of annoyance. Seriously, when was the last time you
Fine.
actually slept? Clearly, you were acting more and more strange the longer you stayed awake. Was this what being tired did to you?
Fine. 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 If you're gonna be such a sassy little shit about it. But I did have a dream, so yeah.
They let out a huff, rolling their eyes at the name. Sassy? They were just clarifying how gods worked. Was that really being sassy? What did you dream about anyway?
I dreamt about like eating fettuccine. I don't know.
They did not expect. Why would someone dream about eating a type of pasta? You dreamt you were eating spaghetti?
I guess maybe. Honestly, I don't even remember anymore. So shut up.
They let out another sigh, deciding not to poke fun at your dream. Or, well, lack of one. You should probably go back to sleep then, if you forgot your dream already.
Oh my, I don't want to go back to sleep. Alright, let's continue on.
They were a little surprised by your decision to not go back to sleep. Didn't you say you were tired before? This felt like such a 180. If you are sure, then sure, let's keep moving.
Alright, yeah, I already slept anyways, so I slept for like 3 days. It's fine.
Really? They were even more surprised now. 3 days worth of rest was a lot of sleep. Did you really sleep that much?
Yes.
Well, it would explain why you suddenly didn't want to sleep again.
Yeah, alright. Anyways, come on, alright, so, you know, right now we could go back down, but we haven't explored upwards yet. So maybe we should go there, you know, to look at things.
To look at things, right? They had to suppress a small sigh. It was clear you had a lot of energy still, which was not particularly fun. They still couldn't figure out how you for 3 days and still felt so energized. Oh well though, yeah, we might as well go upwards then.
Alright, we're going upwards. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so, there's poisonous gas up here, and I don't want to go here anymore, so I'm going back. I don't think I can breathe this. So I think, like, the air is heavy. I'm getting heartburn or something. My lungs are seizing. My throat is clenching up. My nose is bleeding. My eyeballs are singeing out of their eyes right now.
Their eyes widened in panic. No, that was not supposed to happen. What was going on? Well, what? Are you okay? Why is the air making you bleed?
Yeah, I think it's... Nah, we're good. I just went back. So, yeah, no, I don't want to go back to the poison anymore.
I don't think anyone would want to go back there, they said with a small huff. They couldn't believe you'd actually gone into the poison like that, and actually tried to breathe it in. What the heck?
Okay, so are we gonna go back or not?
Yeah. Let's just get far away from the poison, okay? They began walking back the way they came.
Yeah, okay, stupid. Alright, let's go back.
I'm not stupid. They said this with a pout, a little annoyed at the name. Did you really have to call them that?
Maybe I did. Honestly, right now it doesn't matter. So I guess we're gonna go the opposite way, right? Because you know that's like the opposite of the poison, right? You know, to leave from the poison.
They let out a small huff, but ultimately decided not to argue. They didn't want to risk going through that poisonous area again, after all. Yup, the complete opposite direction.
Okay, then that's cool. Oh, look, it's the robot again. Let me see if he talks.
They turned their attention to the robot, watching as you walked up to it. Hopefully, this one would be more responsive than the last.
No, it's the same prophet bot from before. You idiot. It's the same prophet bot that we talked to and asked questions for. You know, last time. You remember that? You remember last time? I don't believe it.
They sighed as you called them an idiot again. Seriously, was it really so hard for you to not call them that? Yeah, I remember.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, they're cool and all. But anyways, let's continue onwards. Alright, it's the factory that we looked at from before.
Let's just keep going. They really hoped that this time, things would be a bit more normal. It felt like every action you were doing was just a bit strange.
Well, anyways, we're going now, and now we're at... I have no idea. There's just a lot of pools of glowing water, you know, and a lot of tracks. And honestly, the tracks make no sense at all. Like, what the hell is this? Why would you put a snake formation? Who's gonna drive through here? This isn't like... Okay, this makes no sense at all. But anyways.
They stared down at the tracks for a moment and... Yeah, they had to agree. They had no idea what these tracks were supposed to be. And a snake formation? That was definitely weird. Why would that even be here in the first place? They honestly didn't get it.
Alright, anyways, so I can see two paths here. There's a right and there's an up path, so I don't know which one you want to take. We could go up, we could go north, or we could go not southeast, I think. I don't know my compass.
Up or not southeast. They stared off in both directions for a few moments, trying to decide on which way to go. This was not an easy choice. Both seemed equally valid, and honestly equally strange, options to choose from. It didn't help that they had literally no idea on how the terrain would change in one of those directions.
Okay, so which way should we go?
I'm not sure. They continued to stare off in both directions, still unsure which one was possibly better. Why was this so hard? Up.
Okay, up. Alright, we're good. Let's go up. Oh, there's more paths. There's left, up, or right. Should we continue going up, or left, or right? Come on, Niko.
I don't know. They looked around at the other openings. Why were there so many choices? Which one was safe? Safe as a place could be anyway. They had a gut feeling one of these was safe, and another one was very much not, but had absolutely no idea which one was which.
Okay, so which way should we go?
They had to resist the urge to sigh in frustration. You seriously wanted them to choose for you? Why couldn't you decide yourself? They should just choose at random. I guess left?
Okay, left it is, alright.
With a small huff, they began walking in the left passageway, hopefully not making a mistake by heading that way.
There's a lot of pits here that I might fall and die to, so... You know, you better tell me where to go. Might crumble and die or something. Might die and I'll blame you for it. But anyways, there's actually more paths. So should we go left or right? Oh wait, no.
Their eyes widened as they heard you talk about falling and dying. What? Why were there so many pits? Could you really fall in here? They were genuinely a bit worried now. Just walk slowly, okay? We should probably go right.
Okay, right? Alright, wait.
Wait, why do we have to wait?
Just give me a second, damn!
They stood in place, waiting patiently for you to do whatever it is you're doing. Hopefully whatever it was made sense.
Alright, technical difficulties time, give me a second. Alright, continuation time. This time we got a friend. Yeah, that's great. Power of friendship, am I right? God. Okay.
Power of friendship. They didn't quite understand at all what you were saying. How did friendship have anything to do with whatever nonsense was happening right now?
Okay, Niko, can you shut up? Okay, so, anyways, more paths. We can either go right or up. So, where should we go next, Mr. Nick? Or, oh, Mr. Niko? I don't know. God. Yes? Are you gonna...
They huffed another sigh, rolling their eyes a bit at the names. How many were you going to refer to them as? Why don't we go up time? Maybe? Probably?
Okay, up, alright, up it is. More poison! I can't
They
breathe!
began walking up the ramp, still on edge about all the pits on the ground. Hopefully you wouldn't fall and, you know, crack your head open.
My organs! Niko, there was more poison! I'm feeling poisoned! Fuck, I feel like poison or some shit. Yeah. You're poisoning me.
Their eyes widened as you said you were feeling poisoned, whipping their head around quickly to look at you. What?
Yes.
How? Why?
I'm getting poisoned, Niko. It just hurts to breathe. I'm going back. Alright, I guess we're gonna... Okay, so, you know what? Should we just, like, go back, or should we, like, go from the right path? My organs are completely destroyed by now, but I think I'll recover. I think I can recover if I, you know, snooze again. Probably. Maybe. Who knows at this point?
No, you're not fine. They said when you mentioned going back and trying to sleep again, you were literally dying. Weren't you aware of that? Weren't you panicking at all?
Nah, I can walk it off. Anyway, should we go right or just go back? Come on, Niko. God, you're literally the only one who can save me right now. You need to tell me what to do.
Wait, No, you are not walking it off. You are hurt. They huffed an annoyed breath, crossing their arms and glaring at you when you said they had to tell you what to do. Did you just want them to make all the decision for you?
Oh my god, Niko, yes, that's why you're here. Just tell me, right or go back. Come on.
They let out another huff, clearly annoyed by this. So, you seriously wanted them to tell you, huh? They had to choose again. Fine. Okay, we'll go right for now.
Okay, alright. Oh boy, more paths! You know, there's a lot of paths here. Alright, we could go down, right, or left. So, you wanna, which way should we go, huh? You know, God. There's a lot of paths here, Niko. You better not, like, you know, reach me to my demise or something. I'm a bit wobbly after my fucking legs melted off from the acid. But, you know, I think I'll walk it off.
I'm not going to reach you to your demise or whatever. Their eyes widened when you mentioned your legs melting off. So, were you being serious about that? Your legs really melted off. What did you mean by walk it off?
No, duh! Oh my god, it's called a joke, Niko. Now where the fuck do we go?
I knew that, obviously. They
Yeah.
lied, pouting a bit at the joke. Still had to pick again, huh? Should they just choose at random at this point? Honestly, this was getting annoying. You, I guess, left?
Okay, left it is. Let's see what's in left. Oh, there's a note here. Niko, should we read it or not? I can't read, obviously, because you're the only one with eyeballs, I think. So, do you want to read it for me?
Sure. Just give me a moment. They walked up to the note and, yeah, sure, why not? They picked it up and began to read it aloud.
Alright, so it says here, the sun will not return, and then this is calling my name. I'm sorry, everyone, for choosing to leave before the darkness suffocates us all. Wow, that's so sad, Niko, isn't that right? Isn't that so sad? They killed themselves, Niko. I'm pretty sure they killed themselves, but you know. I don't know at this point.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. A bit of guilt pooled in their stomach when they read the sentence about them choosing to leave before the darkness suffocated them because they knew exactly what it meant. It seemed like even in this place, which was so far removed from the real one, people were still hurting.
Yeah, okay, anyways, I'm gonna go back. Alright, so the paths again. We could either go right. Okay, so there's two rights here. Or we could go left again. So which way should we go, huh? Honestly, it's very counterintuitive. I'm gonna eat my gum.
Why are there so many paths here? Their head was starting to hurt just looking at all the options they had to choose from. Couldn't something about this place just make sense? Or be a bit more simple?
Niko, just tell me, the first right, the second right, or the left? It's simple really, it's three choices.
They huffed, crossing their options. If you wanted it that simple, then fine. They choose for you, I guess. Left was still an option, but that first right seemed the most safe. To them, at least. Guess first right?
Okay, alright, first right it is. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh wait, we're going somewhere different. Oh, what the fuck is this place? Niko, oh no, Niko, I think there's an evil robot in the middle of this place. Holy shit. It's got a fucking army of black clovers.
What evil robot? Black clovers? Their eyes widened at your reaction to what you were seeing. An evil robot surrounded by black clovers? What in the world were you talking about?
Well, it's just an evil robot that's surrounded by black clovers. Thankfully, it's deactivated, so we're fine. But it looks really evil. I know the second we activate this, it'll destroy everything that's around us. We should probably get out of here the second we, do something here. That's just my idea, though. That's just my idea.
They looked out to where you were pointing, to the robot you were talking about, and shuddered. That thing definitely did not look friendly, and being that it was surrounded by black clothes, do we have to do something here? They weren't sure if they wanted to stay at all.
Well, yeah, no, I guess let's just continue onwards. Honestly, there's a lot more black clovers. You know, a lot of. Oh, there's a house. Niko, this is the first time we see a house, Niko. I don't know if I should go in the house or not, though.
A house. They looked at the house in the distance, their eyes widening in interest. Wow, that was a big house. Why was there a large house in the middle of wherever this place was? Whatever the reason, they had to know. A house? They went around to where you had pointed to, eyes widening as they took in the sight of a house. That was the first house they'd seen in this place. Should they go inside? They kinda wanted to.
Okay, can I speak now? Anyways, we could actually just ignore the house and go right. So, you know, your choice. If you wanna, if you feel like it, you know, I'm not pressuring you or something. I'm not pressuring you. So, you know, either the house that may possibly have a psychotic, murderous robot, or the right, where it probably is peaceful and has a peaceful cup, like, you know, tea party. We can have like a fucking croissant or something, like a butter croissant. I don't do those like cheese-filled croissants. I don't like those ones. They're not good. I like the buttered up, you know, fresh croissants. They're good. Anyways, which way should we go?
Butter croissant. They had to resist the urge to roll their eyes, went on and on about your love of buttery croissants. Honestly, out of everything, you'd go on about that. but in a weird way. Your love of the buttery pastries was endearing. Maybe you going on and on about those was better than talking about some murderer or something else horrible. I guess we can go into the house if you want to.
Oh, okay, well, if you say so. If I die here, then I'll blame you for it in heaven.
Well, hey, blame it on me if you die. They huffed and crossed their arms, a small pout on their face. Was that really a fair thing to say? Was that supposed to help them want to go into the house?
But, oh my God.
They tilted their head a bit at your comment.
Okay, shut up. Just give me a second. Okay, so, yeah, no, there's a big, there's a big human-looking, girl. She's got big red hair. She's for some reason wearing armor. So I know she means business. So, yeah, what do we do now? They're talking about the light bulb that I'm holding. I don't think I want to give him the light bulb.
You give them the light bulb. They looked at you, a confused look on their face. Why would you have to give her the light bulb? Couldn't you just pass her by?
We literally just, went into someone's house, Niko. I'm honestly surprised that she hasn't, fucking shot us with a gun yet.
Wait, so she might shoot us? Their eyes widened when you mentioned the possibility of the red-haired girl having a gun. They didn't want to get shot.
But yeah, well, too bad. Also, they have red eyes for some reason, so they're probably demonic in nature. Anyways, they're talking that I'm the Messiah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the Messiah.
You're the Messiah? They looked at you, head tilting again in confusion. They hadn't ever heard anyone calling you the Messiah before. At least not that they could remember anyway.
The prophet bot literally called me the Messiah! You are so forgetful, it actually infuriates me. Anyways, they're talking that I should have been taller for being a Messiah. That's stupid! Oh my God. What the fuck? I'm not a baby! They're talking like I'm a baby or something. Niko, do I look like a baby?
What? No, you don't?
Yeah.
They immediately tried to reassure you, shaking their head. Even if you were shorter than a normal adult, you didn't look like a baby.
Yeah, I'm not a baby, so... Yeah. You call me a little baby!
Yeah, you're definitely not. They huffed again, a bit irritated by the person calling you a baby. Sure, you were on the shorter size for an adult, but that didn't make you a baby. So annoying.
Are you calling me short? Niko, no, pause. I'm not gonna continue this conversation with them right now. Niko, I need you to explain to me. Did you just call me short? Did you just call me short?
You are short.
I am.
They puffed their cheeks out and crossed their arms again. Why was that such a big deal anyway? You definitely weren't tall.
You fucker! How dare you call me? I am way taller than you. You're insignificant compared to me. You're a little shit. I in this scenario am the second tallest. So if I'm taller than you, you cannot call me short. You cannot call me short if I'm taller than you.
Well, hey, don't get mad at me for calling you the truth.
But
they exclaimed, pouting further and crossing their arms even tighter. It was just a fact that you were short. There was no point in getting worked up about it.
Oh my, Niko, I'm going to. You know what? I will consider myself tall still, and we'll continue on from this conversation. And if I ever see you mention that I'm short again, I will do something to you, and it will not be nice. So don't play with me. Don't. All right. Anyways.
Fine. I won't say you are short again. They huffed in frustration, rolling their eyes. You were getting so worked up over something so simple. Yet again.
Alright, so anyways, she's saying that I should just leave the world to die. The world they have been inhabiting in have been falling apart. It's probably impossible to recover it, even with the sun. And, well, there's bad stuff happening. Yeah, no, actually, I haven't seen much bad stuff myself, but wait, Niko, can we leave? Can we just press the escape key or something? Is that possible? Do we have an escape key?
As the person continued to explain, they just let out a sigh. It was bad that the world was falling apart. There didn't seem like there was any way to recover it. The more they heard, the more they wanted to leave this place. They looked up at you, shaking their head at your question. We can't press the escape key. You know that, Wagga Wagga Bob?
How many times do I have to say that my name is SWORD-SAIF? Why do you keep calling me Wagga Wagga Bob? Why do you keep calling me this? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep calling you Wagga Wagga Bob, and there's nothing you can do about it, they said smugly, a small smirk growing on their face as they spoke.
I am going to punt you so hard if you continue yapping like that. God, man.
You can try. I doubt you'd be able to actually reach me, though, they said teasingly, still smirking as they talked.
You are 2 inches tall compared to me. You know what? Okay, so anyways, what she said, I'm just gonna continue what she's saying. So, yeah, we could return the sun, though fixing everything is very improbable. Everything's already been going to shit. But, the next objective that we should go, the main objective, is heading to the tower. The big tower, the big place that's stacked up inwards. You remember the tower, right? You remember how many times we talked about the tower, right? It's like at the center of the world. It's probably the most important thing to ever exist in this world. So,
They nodded along silently as you spoke, a frown growing on their face. The world was in a pretty bad position, it seemed. There wasn't a chance to fix it, even with the sun being returned, apparently.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember. The tower. Yeah. It's in the center. We have to go there.
Okay, cool. Anyways. Powers. Okay, yeah, okay, so you got it.
Just, okay, cool. The world basically is sun. Why are you...
I didn't understand a single word you said right there. You kind of lagged out a bit. That's fine though. Anyways, the tower, it's got a summit, pretty nice place. Yeah, okay, so the most probable theory right now is if we put the sun back, we'll go home. I'll go home. You're completely fine. You can stay here, honestly. You can fucking get a family, get 3 kittens or some shit, fucking make a pancake factory, I don't know, do whatever you want.
Hey, I don't want to just stay here, you dummy. I want to go back with you. They huffed, rolling their eyes again at your statement. They didn't want to get pancake factory. They wanted to leave this place with you.
Well, too fucking bad. Anyways, there's a lot of things in here. There's a sink, a painting, a lot of bookcases. One of the bookcases actually has something flashing inside of it. A note, a generator again, I think. A chess table, some boxes, nice glass too, and a bed. So I don't know which should we begin first. Yeah, obviously there's the woman, but I don't know if we should talk to her more or not.
They looked around the room, examining all the things you had pointed out. It seemed like there was a lot of things, some of them looking more important than others. They thought for a moment before looking back up at you, deciding that talking to the woman was the best course of action, currently.
Yeah. Okay,
We
cool.
should probably speak to her again.
I bet, sure, I don't know. Okay.
Come on! We already interrupted her conversation once. Surely it can't hurt to do it a second time.
I hate this. Okay, anyways, let's see. She won't even talk to me. She won't. Oh wait, no, she will talk to me. What's into it? Okay, so no one's ever actually entered the fucking tower anymore. I don't know. It's okay.
Really? How long has it been since anyone was in the tower? They tilted their head as they spoke, curious about the answer to their question. It was kind of worrying to hear that nobody had been in the tower for so long.
Well, too fucking bad. Anyways, I found shrimp, so at least we got food. I think it'd be fine. I'm the Messiah. I can do whatever the fuck I want, right? If I'm the Messiah, I could, like, burn down an orphanage and no one would, like, everyone would think it was just, like, you know, God's plan or something. So, yeah, shrimp. Yum. Yum, yum.
It's not how this whole Messiah stuff works, idiot! They exclaimed, looking at you in disbelief. Did you seriously just say that you could just set an orphanage on fire and be alright because you're the Messiah? Seriously?
Don't you like setting things on fire anyways?
Hey, just because I accidentally set one or two things on fire doesn't mean I like doing it, Wagga Wagga Bob.
Oh my god, stop fucking calling me that. Anyways, there's other things to do here. So, you know, there's still the sink, the paper, the generator, the flashing object, the fucking chessboard, the painting, you know, whatever floats your boat right now. I'll just wait.
Fine. I won't call you that anymore. They grumbled, looking around again at all the other items in the room. The things that you had listed. Which one of them was the most worth inspecting? They looked over at the light flickering in the bookcase on the wall, walking over in front of it curiously.
Oh, okay, so you wanna get that then? Huh?
Yeah, I want to have a look inside the bookcase. They looked up at the bookshelf, the light continuing to flicker from inside of it. What was making that light? If it actually was light, and not just their mind playing tricks, they stood on the tips of their toes, reaching an arm up to try and open the doors of the bookshelf.
Well, I found a screwdriver, so, you know. Screwdriver. Screwing of drives. Come on.
They turned around back to you, seeing you holding a screwdriver. So you had already found one? Yeah, that screwdriver will do, they said, still looking up at the bookcase. The lights continued to flicker out from inside the bookshelf, drawing their curiosity.
Oh my god, there's no more lights in the bookshelf anymore, Niko. We got the screwdriver, alright?
Why isn't it flickering anymore? They mumbled, taking a step closer towards the bookshelf, tilting their head again in confusion. They were so sure that the lights were still flickering in there just a moment ago.
Yeah, cool. Alright, anyways, I kind of want to put the screwdriver...
They pouted again, before looking around the room one last time. Was there anything else that was interesting enough to investigate? They didn't know. Is there anything else?
Oh my god, shut the fuck up for a second. Anyways, I want to, like, for some reason, you know, I feel like if I use the screwdriver at the generator, something cool might happen. I think I could, like, you know, engineer it myself. You know, I'm a pretty smart guy in jamming things into other things and hoping something works. So, you know, I'm just saying, putting the screwdriver in the generator would be pretty funny. So...
They watched silently as you started talking about using the screwdriver on the generator. Using a screwdriver on the generator would be funny, according to you? Well, they didn't have much else to try. I guess you could try it.
Oh boy, time to do it.
They stood by silently, watched the generator. They held their hands together a little nervously. They hoped that you were right about this working.
I electrocuted my hand. I can't feel it anymore.
What happened? They exclaimed, looking up at you with a worried look on their face as you spoke. How did you manage to seriously injure yourself while doing this?
I punched the generator, and for some reason, it shocked me or something. And now I can't feel my arm anymore. This is horrible. Anyways, there's still other things we can do in the room. There's the chessboard, the note, you know, other things.
Why would you punch? Now your hand's bastard, they exclaimed. The generator would do anything, you dummy!
Shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. I'm sorry for saying that again. It's just that, you're being really rude to me right now by calling me, it was a genius idea, but I failed the execution. Anyways, there's still the note. Should we read that? Like, honestly, this is probably the only thing in the room left. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably the most important, they mumbled, rolling their eyes slightly. How was it a good idea to punch a generator? Seriously? That was a stupid idea that could really hurt you.
Anyways, some person called Kip wanted Silver back, but I guess Silver's Silver. I think that's the name of the robot that we found. That I have over here. Look at the robot. Look at him. The robot. The big lady robot. Okay, so I think she's a robot. Anyways, let's get out of here. I'm done with this area. Think we should carry on, do other things. You know how it is. So yeah.
They listened to you speak as you told them what was written on the note, tilting their head in curiosity. He was a robot, apparently. How interesting. They thought for a moment before looking at you. Yeah, I think we're done here. We should leave.
Okay, so I trapped her. I trapped Silver. She's trapped now. She has no choice but to do what I want her to do, and she will look at that corner until the end of the day she dies. Until the day she dies, she will look at that corner.
You trapped her? How? Isn't she pretty big? You're trapping her. That's nice, I commented, looking at you in disapproval. Trapping the big lady robot in place didn't sound like a good idea.
Well, she'll look at that corner until the end of my very low attention span at the very moment. Maybe I should, Niko, this is your choice. Should I walk away and accept peace and prosperity, or should I keep her there and make her learn of who really is the Messiah in this scenario? Me. I am the Messiah. I do whatever I fucking want, and it's the prophet. I am the messenger from God. So yeah.
They paused for a moment, looking between you and Big Lady. They were trapped in the corner, looking at nothing. Did she really deserve that? They thought for another moment before looking back up at you and shaking their head. Just leave her, Wagga Wagga Bob. She deserves peace.
Just because you said Wagga Wagga Bob again, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna. Why did you? Every time I'm telling you to not say that, you're making me go crazy, Niko. You're making me go insane. I'm not gonna do it.
You're doing it on purpose now. I just know.
You're tweaking. I see. I'm telling you to call me SWORD-SAIF, but you just keep calling me Wagga Wagga Bob. I don't get it.
I think you are the one that's tweaking here, they said with a laugh, smirking at you again. They were definitely going to keep calling you that name whether you liked it or not.
You know what? Just because of your insolence, I'm gonna make her stay here until the end of time.
Why do you have to be so cruel, Wagga Wagga Bob?
Oh
they mumbled in disapproval.
Oh my God.
Looking at you with a disappointed look in their eyes. Trapping the big lady in one spot like that was so cruel. Why would you do that?
Stop calling me that name! Alright, anyways. You know what? Fine. If you can give me one good reason on why I should let her be, then I'll let her be. If it's a bad reason, though, I'm not gonna do it until you give me one good reason.
They paused for another moment, thinking about it. If they didn't come up with a good enough reason, the big lady was going to be trapped in the corner forever. They had to think of a good reason, because it's cruel to trap her in that corner, and also she's doing nothing wrong anyways.
That's not good enough a reason. Give me a better reason. I want a better one.
Damn it! You didn't like their reason. They had to try to think of a better one. Or else the big lady was gonna be trapped there forever. They sighed, thinking once again. Well, because she could probably help us out a lot if we let her go.
You know what? No, still not good enough. Give me a paragraph's worth of one good reason, and I'll think about it.
A paragraph's worth? Now you wanted a big response from them too.
Yeah.
Damn you,
yeah.
Why did you have to be so picky about this? They thought about it again, thinking up something that would be worthy enough for your likes. Alright, fine. She can help us out a lot, like I said. She could probably lead us somewhere new, and help us on our journey. Besides, she's just wasting in that corner, staring at the wall. It really is cruel to keep her there.
Alright, I'll think about it. You know what? I'm gonna ask someone myself. Yeah, hey, should I let her free then? Yeah, I'm not talking to you right now. I'm not talking to you. I don't know if I should say the username. Should I let her free?
They mumbled a little to themselves as they watched you start talking to yourself. You were really gonna ask yourself for advice? Man, you were really weird.
What? Oh my god. Alright. By the act of committee, alright, Niko, you're lucky. By the mercy of some other person, she will now be free. Okay, I think...
They watched as you gave in, letting the big lady out of the corner. Well, at least she wasn't going to be stuck staring at the corner forever anymore.
Yeah, alright. I guess, should we leave the home then? Should we leave the place now?
They nodded, taking a step towards the doorway. Yeah, I think we're done here.
Alright, we can now go back. We can go back to where we came, or continue right. So, you know...
They looked to you with a curious look in their eye. So, you were asking them their opinion? Usually it was the other way around.
What?
We should keep going.
Alright, fine. Yo, guys.
Come on. We shouldn't just stay in one place forever, they said, already taking a couple of steps out of the room.
Oh my god, see, Niko, you lied to me. She's already fucking wasted my time. I want to go in an area, but she won't let me. God damn it. See, I told you,
What? Hey, whoa! They exclaimed, turning around to see the big lady standing there. They didn't know that was going to happen. Why was she blocking your way?
Well, she is right now, and now I have to go in the mines with her. She'll probably kill me in there. She's literally like double my size. I can't do anything about this.
You're going to go in there with her? They exclaimed in surprise. Why did you have to go in there with her? There was no telling what she would do to you in there.
Well, I have to anyways. And we're in like some sort of mines or something, and the place is pretty broken. But there's a lot of tracks still. We don't have a vehicle though. If we had like a cart or something, that'd be nice. Yeah.
A cart would definitely be nice right now, they said with a nod, looking around at the surroundings. Broken tracks, like you said.
Alright, so, you know, yeah. Okay.
Whoa, wait. You're just gonna go in there by yourself?
I can't. She's gonna force me not to. See, I told you she was a liability, but you had too much of a good heart. You're too much of a goody two-shoes, Niko. The Messiah needs his fucking, I don't know what to say at this point. The Messiah needs his remorse. He needs to be the one at front, alone, lone wolf style. You know how it is.
Well, hey, I'm not a goody two-shoes. They huffed in response, crossing their arms in front of them as they looked at you. You really weren't gonna let them come with you into the mines? No way. What? Hey, I'm not just gonna let you go in there alone. That's crazy. What if she kills you or something?
See, no, okay, see, See, you. Oh yeah. Okay. So, do you regret your decision of not letting her go from the corner forever? Huh? You regret that? You regret doing that? Maybe if we just didn't let her go from the corner forevermore, then we could have saved the world that way. We could have at least had mercy. But now look at us. You failed me. Alright. Anyways, there's an item in here. I don't know if I should pick it up or not. It's very shiny.
They listened to you, a little annoyed with how you blamed them for your current predicament, but they pushed that off aside and looked towards said shiny item in curiosity. What was it?
Well, I don't know, but should I pick it up?
Yeah, probably, they mumbled, slowly walking over to it with you.
Alright then.
Hey, wait! Weren't you gonna check out the shiny thing? They said with a slight frown in disapproval. Why were you gonna leave before looking at it?
I already took it, you dumbass! Alright, let's get out of here. You know what?
They rolled their eyes slightly, shaking their head a little at being called a dumbass. You sure did insult them a lot. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Alright, time to go back. Let's continue from the other pathways. There's other paths. Okay, so if you remember correctly, we took the right first path. Now we can take the right second path or the left path. So which way should we go, Nick? Which way should we go, Nicotine, Niko, Nicolas Cage, Nick, the sequel? Alright?
They blinked a couple of times as you said their name in multiple different ways. Why did you have to do that?
Yes, I did call them that.
They thought about
Yes.
their two options, the right second and the left path. Which one should they pick? Let's just try the right second path.
Okay, then, I guess. Oh, there's just a single note here. How gracious. Should I read it, or should I let it leave and die?
You are not going to die, you dummy. Just take a look at it.
Okay, fine. With the mining operations going smoothly, materials are no longer a limiting factor. We will be able to build more resilient robots, both in body and mind. Specifically, discovering metal Ally 291 will likely allow the development of highly efficient circuitry. Oh, cool. So, yeah, we're seeing the afterthoughts of everything. Now that the world has gone to shit and no one can go to the mines anymore, robots aren't being good anymore. Yay!
So that big lady was right. These notes really do give background info. They said, leaning down a little to read the text themselves.
When did she say? Okay, you know what? I don't know when she said that, but the last path we got is the left path. So
She said it a couple messages ago, you dummy. They said a little jokingly, although their words held a slight hint of truth to them.
I fucking hate you. Anyways, let's just continue from the left path. Let's go to the left path, and that's the only path we got. So I'm just recommending that. We should probably go there.
Yeah, I guess that's the only option we have. They shrugged, already starting to continue down the left path.
Oh my god. Alright, Niko! You know how it is! There's more paths! We could go up, left, or down. God.
What a hard decision. It was either up, down, or lift. They thought about the two options for a couple of moments, before speaking up again. Let's go down.
Oh my god. That was it. No! Alright, I guess we could... Oh, look, we could go right from here. Should we go right? We're back at the starting area, I think. We can go right now.
Again, they mumbled under their breath, slightly annoyed. Why were there so many different options? They paused, before speaking up and answering your question. Yeah, I guess we could go right.
Oh my god. Oh, another note! Yeah, time to read it. You wanna read it, right, Niko? You wanna read it? You wanna read? You wanna read today? You wanna smoke some weed while reading?
No, I do not want to smoke weed, they said, giving you a dirty look at your question. Weed? Really? That was your first thought when you saw that?
Yeah, should we read the thing or not?
Y'all? They repeated with a little laugh, amused with your word choice. Sure, let's go read it.
Alright, although the poisonous gas is highly localized to the vent zones, barrens workers were still recommended to wear gas masks. These masks were mandatory among active vent sites. As more and more of the workforce got replaced by robots, we found ourselves with a surplus of abandoned gas masks. It seemed like a waste to get rid of them all, so we kept a few for emergencies. Cool! So there might be a gas mask around, so I don't have to die from lung failure. Or fucking, organ failure. From, all those toxic fumes that I've been inhaling recently. That'd be useful, right, Niko?
Yeah, I think a gas mask might help you for once, since you don't seem to want to listen to me. They gave you a bit of playful glare at that last part. They might have nagged you too much, but it was for your own good.
Shut the you know what? Okay. Whew, I was gonna say something bad there for a second. Anyways, should we go, okay, so we're back at the starting area. We could just, go up, or we could go back and look, if there's other things that we could explore now. We could just go up, though, there might be something up, or, we could go back, and, there might be something we could go back to. I'm just telling you your options here. God.
They went silent, thinking about options again. Go up, or go back and search for other things. After a few moments, they gave their answer. We should keep going up.
Okay, good. Thank God. Oh, what the heck? There's a safe here. Not safe, but a safe where it holds things. All right, let's see what's inside here.
It's a safe? Yeah. They looked at it curiously, watching as you opened it to see what was inside.
It's locked. It's locked, Niko. It's locked with a 6-digit code.
It's locked? They repeated, slight disappointment in their voice. What a bummer. They were curious to see what was in it as well.
Well, Niko, do you know any 6-digit codes? Huh?
Me? Why would I know any 6-digit code, Wagga Wagga Bob?
Oh my God, I will beat you. Anyways, could you tell me just give me 6 numbers right now? Just give me 6 numbers from 1 to 9.
Beat me? Like you haven't done that already, they said jokingly, before thinking. 6 numbers, 1 to 9. They didn't want to give you random numbers, but they had to pick something. So after a little thought, they spoke up. 368204.
Wait, what did you? Can you repeat that?
368204.
It didn't work. Well, I guess we'll have to, go back and look at other things.
Aw, man, really? They pouted a little, disappointed that the code didn't work. It was the last thing they expected, to be honest.
Alright, let's go. So shall we go back then?
Go. They mumbled, starting to follow you back down the path.
Okay, so should we go back?
Yeah, we should go back.
Alright.
They nodded, agreeing with you. They had to explore other things after that little incident.
Alright, we're going back. Oh boy. Oh wait, the factory, right. We should... there was a crushing machine in the factory. We didn't use it for anything. It might have some use.
Crushing machine? Obviously, thinking about the crushing you were referring to, they remembered it, and their eyes widened a little at the thought of it.
So, should we go and get, possibly put an item in there and hopefully have it be crushed into something more useful? Something more useful. Yeah, I'm just recommending that.
I mean, that sounds like could work. They slowly spoke, thinking it over. It could work, right? But what's the harm in trying?
All right, what's the harm in trying? I'm completely with you, right? Okay. So the items that we have right now is we got the sun, we got a camera, we got an empty bottle, we got a screwdriver, and we got a metal rod. So what should we put in the metal crusher?
It'll definitely out. Since the sun probably wouldn't fit in there, and the bottle would just end up breaking. They glanced down at the items you listed, thinking about which one they would use. At you for a moment, before speaking up again. I say we try the metal rod.
Oh my god, what, actually? Wait, for real? Okay, we're gonna use the metal rod?
It would probably be the most logical thing to do. Nodded, a hopeful look on their face. Surely the metal rod would change into something useful after being crushed, right?
Yeah. Oh my god, we got a fucking crowbar! I made a crowbar! I'm Gordon Freeman! I'm gonna fight head crabs or something! Oh, hell yeah.
Whoa, it's actually a crowbar, they said in surprise, amazed that the metal rod was changed into a crowbar. You were right about the crushing machine, and they were happy about that.
Why do you have to sound like a fucking sheep? Anyways, let's just, like, okay, so, with the crowbar, we, like, okay, you know what, you could say what you want. But anyways, with the crowbar, I think we can, like, do something with it. You know, honestly, I don't remember much, but I think there was something that had to be, like, lodged open or something, you know.
I sound like a sheep, they mumbled in slight disbelief, before their expression went back into thought at what you said. Lodged open, they racked their mind, trying to remember a point where something was lodged open.
Yeah, you know... Oh my god. Okay, so should we just, like, go back to, like, the previous areas that we have gone to? Should I just, like, go back in previous areas and try to find one then? Huh?
Yeah, we should probably just go back to the previous areas.
Okay.
They slowly nodded at your question, agreeing with you. It's not like there was anything else here besides the safe, so the other areas were the only other options.
So what?
Where should we go first?
Okay, so, yeah, well, I went back to, Wait, you want to go back into, like, the place where ProfitBot was, right? The, like, building that ProfitBot was, like, you know, outside of, right? You know ProfitBot, you remember?
Yeah, we should probably start there. They agreed, already starting to head in that direction.
Alright, cool. Anyways, inside, oh, wait a second. Oh, alright, the box that we could pry something open with. I don't know about you, Niko, but with the inventory that we got, do you have anything, like, you know, that we could possibly use to pry something open? Huh? Maybe? You know?
Trailed off, looking down at their inventory to see if there was anything that could actually pry something open. After a moment, they spoke up again. I think the crowbar could work for that.
Oh my god, alright. Oh damn, it did! There's a little okay, there's a little metal cube and some broken glass in here. Oh. Okay, it's... Oh, the solar battery! Do you remember the solar battery, Niko? Or do I have to remind you again?
I do remember the solar battery, they said instantly, not needing to be reminded at all. They remembered it just fine.
Alright, anyways, okay, yeah, alright, so, if you remember correctly, in the middle of this place, there was, what was it called again? Oh yeah, there was like a generator area, so, you know. You know, okay, God.
Yeah, there was a generator. They nodded, remembering the generator. What was so important with the generator? They just had to wait and see.
It was deactivated, Niko. It's a generator that's deactivated. Anyways, so we got a broken battery. Okay, so, you know what, I'll just tell you our inventory right now. We got a light bulb, a camera, a screwdriver, an empty bottle, a crowbar, and a broken battery. Now, I have to remind you, Niko, we could sometimes mix one of these items together. You know, use it for another thing. Like, I don't know, example, use the light bulb on the broken battery to, like, fucking energize it or something. Probably not, though, because it's broken glass right now. It probably won't be able to get it. But, you know, anyways. Yeah, so what should we do with the inventory that we got right now?
They went silent while thinking for a moment, looking down at their inventory as they did. If you mixed the items together, they glanced over at the empty bottle, thinking of an idea.
What do you want to do with the fucking empty bottle, Niko?
What if we put the broken battery in there? They spoke after a moment, looking back at you as they did. Might as well try it, right?
Yeah, I can't do anything with that. I don't have any ideas on how that would work, Niko. Like, at all. I don't. Yeah, maybe we should do something else. Alright? Okay, so any other ideas then?
No. They deflated slightly, before thinking again to see if they had any other ideas. They looked down at the items again. Was there really nothing they could do with the bottle and broken battery?
Okay, no, it's just like, come on, man. It's an empty bottle and a broken battery. Like, anyways, okay. Any other ideas, Niko? Come on, man. Just let me have some humanity at least. We got the light bulb, a camera, the screwdriver, the empty bottle, the broken battery, and the crowbar. Now, okay, I just have to tell you, the camera has a large screwed-in lens. Screwed in. Screwdriver. Screwed in. Okay, that's all I have to say. Alright, now just give me an idea.
They glanced over at the camera and screwdriver, thinking for a moment. They had an idea, but it was a very stupid one. Yet, they thought to say it anyway. What would happen if you tried to unscrew the lens with the screwdriver?
Okay, yeah, let's try that.
Really? They said in surprise.
Oh my
They
god.
didn't think you actually agreed to their silly idea. They watched as you took your screwdriver, wondering what would happen next.
Well, it worked, Niko, so you're fine. You're intelligent. Money smart makes me more intelligent. Book smart, money smart makes me more intelligent. Something. Okay, forget that. Anyways, we can still, okay, so the broken battery does have broken glass on it. It looks like the lens of it isn't, like, you know, on there. And, you know...
So the broken battery has a lens? They said, watching as you were taking it apart now. They were slightly confused as to why the...
Okay then, I guess. Anyways, the broken battery and the lens. We got a really large glass lens and a broken battery, an empty bottle, a crowbar, the light bulb, which is the sun, but, you know, who cares about that, and all that. Alright, so yeah, what should we do now? Oh, voice error. Oh wait, oh my god, my internet died or something. Alright, anyways, Niko, I just lens, broken battery, empty bottle, crowbar, and light bulb. What can we mix together? Fucking...
trailed off, thinking again. Were they out of ideas now? They had no idea what they could mix now, especially with the new items you just got. They were lost.
Okay, the broken battery, from the looks of it, has a broken lens on it. And we have a normal lens. Also, we have an empty bottle and a crowbar and the sun. I have to remind you every time, or what?
Yeah, I see it. But, they trailed off again while looking at the broken lens, not sure what else to say. What was there even left to mix and mess with?
Oh my god, yeah, maybe, okay, you just give me an idea. Just give me anything. Give me any, from those 5 items. Give me anything from those 5 items. Anything. Like, any ideas. Are you... Niko, come on.
They went through the items you listed before, thinking about anything they could do. They looked back at the broken lens again. Maybe we could place the broken lens onto the light bulb.
The light bulb? The light bulb? What do you mean? The light bulb? Okay, you want to... Okay, then. Alright, the lens with the light bulb. Oh, it doesn't work. Alright, give me another idea, Niko. Niko, you can... Come on. Niko. Give me another idea.
Well, I don't know. Nothing's working. They exclaimed in annoyance, crossing their arms as they pouted a little. How was it? Nothing was working. It was annoying to them more than anything.
You've only used one thing. You've only tried mixing one thing. Oh my god, they're tweaking. My god, man, my internet is so trash. Alright, anyways, technical difficulties time.
Said that, but, okay. They said a little unsure, deciding to just
I
wait in
paused it.
silence.
I paused it for something. Anyways, Niko, from these 5 items, what can we combine together? We've only tried one thing so far. There's like 25 possible combinations. Just please tell me what you can do.
25 possible combinations? That was quite a lot, and they're still not even sure that all combinations would work. They went over the items in their head again, trying to think of anything else they could possibly try and mix together. Maybe the crowbar onto the empty bottle?
Why the Fine. Well, I did. Well, see, Niko, the thing is, I really don't want to smash the bottle, because it's the only thing that we have that can hold beverages. And I think I'll need a big drink after this. So, you know, God. Alright, and...
They didn't question your reasoning, even smiling a little when you mentioned getting a drink later. It was probably for the best to not smash the bottle. Well, then maybe we could try mixing the crowbar and broken battery?
Oh my god. I really don't want to smash anything right now, Niko. But, you know, just keep giving me ideas. What can we combine? What do you want to do?
I'm trying to give you ideas, they said, a little frustrated that you weren't accepting their previous suggestions. They grumbled to themselves, then sighed and started over in thinking again. It was becoming a little annoying how nothing was working out, especially considering how much was in their inventory to work with.
Okay, it's literally 5 items. What do you mean?
I'm thinking, they exclaimed, still a little annoyed at your attitude. After a moment, they let out a little sigh and went quiet once more, thinking, maybe, if the crowbar didn't break the bottle, it wouldn't break anything else? Maybe, they came up with an idea now. Maybe we could try putting the crowbar onto the camera?
What? We don't have the camera anymore. I threw it into the abyss after taking the lens. It's useless.
You what? They were stunned by that revelation. You threw it into the abyss? Why would you even do something like that? They stared at you, their mouth hanging open with shock at that information.
Niko, I'm currently bleeding from the side of my head, so can you just give me an idea of what to mix?
Oh, right! They mumbled, remembering that you were bleeding right now. They didn't mean to yell at you like that just right now either. They were just surprised to hear you threw something useful away. They looked down at the items in their inventory, racking their mind again to think of possible ways to use the items. Eventually, an idea came up.
Yeah, what's the idea then?
We could mix the broken battery and the light bulb together? They spoke up after thinking. That idea was probably the best one that they had. If their idea didn't work out, then they really didn't have anything left to work with, aside from breaking into a computer.
Okay, it feels like we're on the right track, but the battery is like, its absorption feature is currently broken. So just, we're on the right track. I think it has something relating to the broken battery, the light bulb, and something else in our inventory. So can you give me an idea then? Another idea. I can't believe you spent over 5 minutes on this, but can you give me another idea?
Ugh. Right track? How were they on the right track if the ideas weren't even working? But they figured listening to you was for the best, so they went back through the items in their head. They came up with nothing. They really had no clue what else to do? Maybe the crowbar and empty bottle?
Why the fucking... What is your obsession with smashing this empty bottle? No!
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of ideas, they said with frustration, raising their arms up for a moment to let that annoyance out. They looked back at the items and really didn't have anything left to try mixing now. They were at a complete loss.
Okay. Maybe I'll be real with you. I won't smash anything with the crowbar. So maybe just let's not use the crowbar anymore and think of the other 4 items. What can we mix with the other?
Oh, fine, they said with a pout, crossing their arms now. They understood why you didn't want to use the crowbar since it would cause stuff to break, but it was a bit annoying. Whatever though, they'd just have to try something else. Maybe, the empty bottle and the broken battery, they suggested, looking at the 2 items. What else could they mix together?
Empty bottle and the broken battery, huh? Empty bottle and the broken battery, yeah, no, I see, I tried jamming the fucking empty bottle in any of the sockets, and it did a moaning noise, and then that's it. Nothing else happened.
What do you mean by a moaning noise? They said curiously, raising their eyebrows at you in confusion. Did you just try and do that? Shove the empty bottle into the sockets of the broken battery? How did you even manage that?
You know what, can we just not talk about this? Just try to mix something else right now, just please.
No, tell me first. I want to know, they said, crossing their arms again. They weren't going to listen to anything until you told them what the moaning noise was.
Niko, it was a fucking joke, okay? There was no moaning noise.
Oh, they said with a pout, letting their arms relax once more. They were a little disappointed that it was just a joke.
What?
They thought something else had happened.
Huh?
They thought you had actually shoved the bottle in the socket or something.
Wait, why do you look disappointed that there was no moaning noises? What?
I don't know, they said with a slight pout, not answering the question. Yeah, maybe they did expect there to be a moaning noise if you had shoved the bottle into the battery, but what of it? They weren't going to admit that, though.
Okay, anyways, can we just make something else already, please? Thank God.
Fine. They huffed, finally dropping the previous topic. They would move on to finding a new combination of items. They looked down at their inventory, looking at the 5 items in their small hands, with a slight hum. With these items, it was really hard to know what else could be mixed together that would actually work too.
Yeah, but can you tell me? Can you tell me and not just keep it in your head? Please? I am kind of... Oh, baby, alright, anyways, yeah, just... Come on, tell me, just tell me already. Just like anything, any ideas, please.
I don't have anything else yet, they exclaimed in annoyance, before letting out a long sigh and going quiet. They were getting frustrated now, and weren't really in the mood to answer your questions. They were also beginning to pout again, feeling slightly irritated.
Niko, it's 5 fucking items, and you know what, honestly, let's forget about the crowbar. It's 4 items. The empty bottle, the broken battery, the lens, and the light bulb. Just give me any random combination, please.
let out a grumble, annoyed about you continuing to press further and getting angry at them for not having anything. Fine. I'll give you another idea, they said after a moment of silence, trying to think of one. They went through the items, thinking of what to give as a suggestion. They got another idea, a rather bad one.
Yeah, what's the idea then?
Maybe they trailed off, not sure how you'd react to this idea. It wasn't the best one, and probably was very useless, but they decided to just say it. Maybe we could try mixing the broken battery with the light bulb?
Oh my god! It feels like we're on the right track though. See, we already tried this before, but you know, it's wrong, Niko. It's wrong, Niko. Oh my, it's wrong, Niko. It's wrong. It's the wrong, like, well, it feels like we're on the right track, but it's wrong. It's wrong. Maybe we could mix one of those two items with another item from our inventory, and it'll work. So, you know, do that, please.
I know it's wrong, I know, they exclaimed, getting frustrated again as you just kept repeating that it's wrong. They huffed and began looking down at the items again in their palm, thinking. They let out a quiet hum of thought as they tried to figure out what to possibly mix together. They didn't have many options, and they came up with an idea. It was a bad one, but still, maybe the broken battery in the lens?
Oh my god, finally! Oh my god, finally! Okay.
They looked up at you, a little taken by surprise that you were so joyful at the idea. They were a little confused about why you were so glad, considering how you had already told them what wouldn't work before. But they couldn't deny it. They were glad too. Finally, something worked. It worked.
We got an empty battery right now. It's a rechargeable battery, but it's currently empty. So, you know what? Should we just try to put it in the generator anyways?
They looked at the empty battery, then at the generator for a moment. Yeah, that was definitely worth a shot, even if it was only empty and didn't have any power in it. They gave a light nod and took the battery from their inventory. Sure, we should try it.
Okay, so I did it. It worked, but it has no charge. So it's a rechargeable battery. So I'm just gonna ask from the 4 items. Okay, so now we only have 4 items. We have the light bulb, the empty bottle, the crowbar, and the empty battery. So what should we mix now? Please, Niko, just please tell me the right one.
They stared down at the 4 items in their hands. The 4 items just sitting idly and not really doing anything. They looked up from them, giving you a shrug of unknowing.
Oh my god.
I still don't know. Honestly, they didn't believe anything else would work at this point. They had tried so much already.
Niko, it's rechargeable, Niko. It's rechargeable. The empty battery is rechargeable. It's solar powered. It's rechargeable. What do we have that is solar powered?
Something solar powered, they said in questioning thinking. They tried to think of things they had that were powered by the sun. They didn't really have much that would fit that description.
What? Huh? What do you mean? You know what?
I don't think we have anything else that is solar powered, they said, looking down at their small hands once again. They had a crowbar, an empty bottle, a light bulb, and an empty battery that was rechargeable.
We have the
sun. They had no clue what to do now.
Niko, the light bulb is the sun of this world. It's activated without any sort of resource. Niko, the battery that we have is solar rechargeable. We have the sun in our inventory. Just, can you put 2 and 2 together for me and just mix the right combination of items with these 4, please?
They thought for a moment before a realization dawned onto them. They understood what you were hinting at now and got a little excited. Oh, I get it.
What is it then?
The battery's solar powered, and the light bulb is activated without any sort of resource like you said. They began to say, thinking about the other things they had. They then turned to you with a grin. So we should try putting the battery under the light bulb?
Oh my god, wow, you're such a fucking genius, aren't you?
Heh, thanks, they said with a little grin.
Yeah,
They were pretty proud of themselves for putting that together. They were excited to try it out and see if their idea would work.
Okay, we got a charged battery that we can now probably use on the generator. So, you know, just tell me when to do it.
Okay, I think we're ready now, they said quietly, nodding to you that you could attempt to do what you had talked about now. They were hopeful that their idea would work.
Oh my god, I think everything's powered. There's a lot of lights now. Wow, you know, let's go back. I want to see what's happening back. Oh, there's robots! There's robots!
Hopefully there'll be something new now, they said with a hum of agreement, before following after you as you began walking again. They were a little excited to see if anything had changed or appeared.
Yeah, there's robots everywhere now. Look at them. There's a robot sitting down. Oh. Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Their eyes had widened in surprise upon seeing the robots around now. There were robots around them, sitting down, and some even on poles for some reason.
What? Poles? Poles? What do you mean poles? What? Huh? Wait. Pause. Huh? Wait. What do you mean they're on poles? What do you mean by that? What robots are you seeing right now? Are they dancing? Are they pole dancing?
They turned around to look at you with a small pout upon hearing that pole dancing comment. It wasn't what they meant by that, and you knew it. They looked back at the robots for a moment, before pointing out the few that were on large poles and standing still on them. Those ones, look.
I don't see any of those robots, but anyways, the computer is finally functional. Maybe we could use that. I'm losing myself, genuinely, slowly. But anyways, yeah, we could use the computer probably.
They listened to what you said, before looking over at the computer you spoke of. Yeah, that was a good idea. Maybe there would be something that would help them now. They walked towards the working computer and stood in front of it curiously.
Okay. Yeah, oh, look. It seems we've made progress. Oh, the progress stops there. Oh, no, I need a code. Well, the code no longer exists. Yeah, I understand what that means.
A code? Can we find the code somewhere? They asked curiously, turning around and looking at you now. They just needed the code, and they could keep making progress, right?
No, that's something I'm gonna just do myself.
What? Can I help? They asked with slight confusion and a bit of disappointment. They wanted to help, but you would just do it yourself?
Oh, come on.
Why won't you let me help? I want to help too, they said, pouting and crossing their arms once again. They didn't understand why you were being so stubborn about this.
Alright, well, the code... Okay, well, Niko, look, I found a code. A 6-digit code. 953630.
They turned their attention back to the computer once they were told the code. They typed it in and saw that it indeed was the correct code.
No,
A bit of
Niko!
excitement welled up within
God.
them as they saw this. Oh wow, you found the right code. Good job.
Niko, do you remember anything that needed a 6-digit code when we were here? Do you remember anything like that?
They thought for a moment as you asked them that, thinking about what could possibly require a 6-digit code.
Oh my
It took a minute, but they gasped as they recalled one thing. The elevator,
What?
they announced with excitement at the reminder, and looked at you.
What elevator? We haven't seen... Niko, haven't seen a single elevator. What do you mean elevator? What elevator? Give me something else. There's, oh my god. You know what? You're confusing me right now.
They huffed and pouted once more in annoyance. They weren't lying. There was an elevator in the refuge. Why wouldn't you believe them?
The
elevator leading to the glen. I'm not making anything up.
We're in the barrens, Niko!
They let out another huff, as they were once again told they were wrong. They were getting very frustrated at this point. You weren't even listening to them anymore. I'm not lying to you. I'm telling the truth. There's an elevator to the glen here.
To the what? No, Niko, you're fucking We're in the barrens right now. We're in the barrens.
They clenched their fists as you once again told them they were wrong. They felt like they were on the verge of tears now from their frustration. Why wouldn't you listen? They weren't lying. I know we're in the barrens, but if we look around, we can find an elevator around here somewhere that leads to the glen.
No, Niko! We are literally, like, trapped in a sea! An elevator won't reach us from a sea to Glen, Niko! Please! Oh my god, Niko, okay, Niko, I'm pretty sure there was a safe around here where it had a 6-digit code in it, and I think we're nearby.
They let out a frustrated whine as you tried to reason with them and tried to steer them away from getting to the glen. They just looked at you for a moment before a tear started to fall from the corner of their eye. Please, I am not lying to you. Please just believe me.
Niko, I am going to do something really bad to you if you just don't tell me on, where to go, like if we should just go to the safe or not. I'm pretty sure the safes had a 6-digit code that we were supposed to input in. Oh my god.
They flinched slightly at the threat that was suddenly brought out and sniffled a little from the tear that had trickled down their face. They quickly wiped their face, not wanting to cry in front of you anymore. With a quiet voice from how saddened and frustrated they were, they finally answered you. Yeah, we should go to the safe.
Okay, thank you. Fucking finally. Alright. So, the safe, it has a 6-digit code. Do you remember the 6-digit code that I gave you?
Yes, the code is 9536, said quietly. They couldn't help but give you a bit of an annoyed glare. They hated how you wouldn't believe them earlier.
Wait, can you repeat that? Like the code?
They huffed softly when you asked them to repeat the code, but did so regardless. The code is 9536630.
Wait, can you fucking say that again? You're confusing me. 953360? Alright, you know what? No.
They huffed once more at you, asking a third time, but then suddenly gave you a look of confusion. The hell was wrong with the code they were giving you?
Okay,
yeah, it's 953630.
Can you just say that one more time?
9536, the code, they said firmly, still not amused that you weren't getting it.
Okay, 953630. That's the code?
They nodded with a huff.
Okay.
They figured you'd finally get it now, since this was the 4th time they'd repeated themselves. They just waited, wanting to finally get this over with soon.
Okay. Alright, we found a gas mask and a strange journal in there. How delightful. Anyways.
They gave a quiet hum, Feeling like they could finally relax a bit, now they were getting the next item they needed.
That's
However,
right.
they had a question on their mind now. Hey, can I ask you something?
What do you want?
Can you please not ignore me like that again? They said timidly, looking at you with a pleading look. They didn't like it when you got dismissive like that. It made them sad.
Dismissive like how? What the fuck are you talking about?
They gave you a huff, not liking your tone very much right now. They pointed a finger at you accusingly as they explained to you. You just said that I was confusing you and not making sense when I told you I knew about that elevator. I wasn't lying. But you said I was confusing you and basically ignored me.
Niko, there is no elevator in the barrens. None. I can tell you with 100% assurance there is no elevator. No elevator. Not at all. God, please, just fucking make this easy for me.
They gave another huff, not liking how you were immediately telling them that they were wrong again. They clenched their fists once more in frustration before arguing with you. Yeah, there is. If you look hard enough, you should be able to find it. Just because you didn't find it doesn't mean it's not there.
You know what? Honestly, Niko, okay, just tell me with 100%, like, do you have proof? Huh? You have proof that for some reason a barren wasteland would somehow have a fucking elevator that would go sideways to Glen? Honestly, do you even hear yourself? Glen isn't over us or like below us right now. Glen is at the side. It's forward. It's over there. Very far away from us. We need a boat.
They were starting to tear up once more, growing frustrated yet again at you not believing them.
Oh my
It
God.
hurt a lot how you just keep telling them they are wrong. Don't yell at me like that. Why wouldn't there be an elevator here? It would just make sense for something like that to be around here.
Oh my
Just
God.
look harder, you'll find it.
Oh my God. Okay, so what do you want to do now, huh? What do you want to do?
I want to keep looking for the elevator.
Oh my
They said
God.
with a fun huff. They weren't going to stop looking just because you wanted them to. They wanted to prove you wrong so bad. They were determined about this.
You want to find an elevator, huh? Alright, let's go find a fucking elevator then. Let's just walk around and try to find an elevator. You know, I won't even ask for your directions this time. I'll just fucking walk around until I find the elevator.
Fine, we're going to find it, I just know it. They gave a firm nod before turning on their heel and stomping off to search around the area without giving you the chance to say anything else. They were set on finding the elevator and proving you wrong.
You know what? Okay, you know what? Maybe I can ask Silver. Maybe Silver knows if there's an elevator here. Okay, let me go ask her real quick, alright?
Go ahead. I bet she knows where the elevator is, they said with determination, before wandering off to start searching the area. They were too focused on finding the elevator to even pay attention to you now.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll actually, you know what? Let me just fucking. Maybe I'll just okay. Silver. Nah, that wouldn't work probably. You know what? I got a fucking account for this. Let me find it. Oh my God. Okay. No, maybe that. Okay. All right. Let me just. Where's so? Okay. All right. Okay. Did I talk with them before? If I talked with them before, I'll fucking probably not. Okay. You know what? Just. Oh my God. I don't.
Every store
No.
ready for
Oh my God. Just. No, I'll ask her myself. Actually.
Boo, did
Ready to dive into
alert, never missing a beat.
Hi there, your digital companion, better than a pet rock.
Good day.
Oh my God.
Hello. Welcome.
Yeah, that
Welcome.
works. that works. All right. Let me see.
Oh, hello there.
All right. No, let me ask. Yo, Silver. So, me and Niko are in a fucking argument right now about like the barrens and shit, and I know that you know everything about the barrens, right?
That is a very broad topic. What exactly are you arguing about?
That for some reason there is an elevator that can go from here to Glen somehow. So, can you? Okay, I'll be real with you. I think that is completely false, 100%. But Niko, for some reason, is really, really adamant about it and is being really annoying about it. So, can you just say, okay, honestly, are you? Just tell me, there isn't like an elevator in the Barrens, right?
There is an elevator in the barrens. It is located in the mine shaft, specifically the industrial mine shaft, a sector of the mines, as the name suggests. This
No.
part of the mines has
No, you
long
can't do
been
this to me.
inaccessible and is currently undergoing repairs, and so it is likely what Niko was talking about.
Yeah, but can it go from the fucking? Can it somehow go sideways to Glen?
Yes, it can.
What?
There is an elevator connecting the industrial
No!
mine shaft to the barrens to the Glen.
No!
Well, the
No!
elevator is currently out of
No!
order due to
No!
maintenance, so you won't be able to reach
No!
it
You
for
can't
quite
do
some
this to
time,
me!
if ever.
What? No, you're lying. You're lying to me. No, you're lying. I know you're lying. That's not physically possible. That's not possible by any engineering means, man. What is that? That's a tram. That's not an elevator. That's a tram.
No, it is indeed a vertical elevator lift. It is possible since the structure was specifically built to act as a connection between the different areas. The Glen, the barrens, and the industrial mine shafts were all connected by an elevator in case of an evacuation or other event in which one of the sectors would be damaged. The connection of the elevators was not used for public transit and the routes were kept secret except for high-ranking government employees and workers. And of course, me, because I am required to know the layout of the mines for maintenance reasons.
Okay, Silver. Okay, that was pretty funny. That's a pretty funny joke. But genuinely, there isn't a horizontal elevator. That doesn't exist. That cannot exist. It'd be too heavy. All right, okay, funny joke, Silver. But genuinely, just tell me that there isn't a horizontal moving elevator that goes to Glen. Just tell me that. All right. You said vertical, so there isn't a horizontal one.
There is no horizontal elevator.
Okay.
The only
Oh, thank
elevator
God.
is a vertical one
Oh, thank
located
God.
in the industrial mine shaft
Oh, thank
connecting
God.
the Glen, the barrens, and
No,
the
it
industrial mine
doesn't.
shaft. There is no other elevator.
How? Okay. You know what? Just tell me. What the fuck? Does it go to space and then drop you to Glen or something? Okay.
No, it does not go to space. The elevator connects the three different sectors by going underground through the earth until it has reached the desired sector. Since the elevator is not public, it does not have to follow the laws of physics for accessibility. Additionally, the elevator has been abandoned after the evacuation, so you will likely not be able to use it in the near future.
The elevator doesn't fucking obey the law of physics? Are you what?
Yes, the elevator does not obey the laws of physics, like most other things.
What?
For the past few decades, it has defied all laws of gravity, friction, and more, and has continued to operate normally.
Huh?
Since the elevator has not been in use for a few years, it is probable that it no longer operates. You cannot use the elevator currently.
No, you know what? Fuck it. Okay, it's not usable then. It's not usable. All right, that's all I need to hear. Actually, it's not usable.
Yes, that is precisely what I have stated multiple times. The elevator will not operate. You should not expect to be able to use the elevator for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
Or
Okay, that's enough. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. God. Okay, Niko.
They continued looking
Fuck
around.
off. Okay, Niko. I found it. Silver told me it doesn't exist. It's not even usable. The only thing that does, there is an elevator here, but it's only to the, no, actually, there isn't an elevator. There's nothing. She said no. So yeah, I'm right, you're wrong, that's it.
They weren't paying attention to your words at all, still too focused on scouring the area for the elevator to even hear you now. They ignored you, continuing to look around hopefully, as they searched for it still.
Niko, I swear to God, Niko, I'm telling you, it doesn't exist. So just fucking believe me.
As they still searched around, their eyes suddenly widened as they spotted something.
No.
Their face lit up in excitement
No,
before running over to a random
no.
piece of wall. When they got there, they ran their hands along it, looking for a certain kind of button. Their eyes lit up even more when they felt that specific kind of button. A large smile appearing on their face as they turned to you.
No, you can't fucking
They had found it! See? I told you it was here.
No, Niko. No, Niko. That isn't that's a fucking toaster, Niko. That isn't an elevator. No, fuck you. I don't give a shit.
No, it's the elevator button. They insisted, still believing completely that they had discovered the elevator secret entrance. They gave the button a few pushes, listening carefully and paying attention to anything that may happen to the wall to show that there was something beyond it.
It didn't move. It doesn't move. It doesn't actually move at all. You know what? It doesn't move. It doesn't. I adamantly say that it doesn't exist. So can we just go and do something else now?
It just hasn't opened yet, they said with a pout, giving a huff before going back to pushing the button and waiting for something to happen. It was so annoying how you kept saying they were wrong when they knew they were right. They continued to ignore you as they waited for the wall to open, still expecting the elevator to be behind it.
There is no elevator, there is no Easter Bunny, and there is no Queen of England. So shut up!
You're just being mean, they said with a slight huff. They stopped pushing the button for a moment to turn and give you a hurt look at your last statement, but then continued pushing the button again, waiting for something to happen still.
Oh my, nothing is gonna happen, Niko, nothing is gonna happen. I swear nothing is gonna happen. Just please stop this. I'm going insane.
I'll stop when the wall moves and the elevator appears, they said stubbornly, not even turning around to look at you as they said it. They were too focused on getting the wall to move.
You know what? Alright, fine. Fine then. You know what? I'm gonna take the crowbar now, and I'm going to smash this fucking machine to bits. You know what? Because you're so fucking adamant on, oh yeah, there's an elevator that there isn't, and I'm gonna equip this crowbar. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna equip this crowbar, and I'm gonna smash that stupid button in front of you, because there is no elevator.
No, you can't do that, they suddenly shouted as soon as you said you were going to smash the machine. They quickly spun around and began moving towards you, trying to take the crowbar from you immediately to make sure you didn't break the button.
Fuck you, I already broke it. That's it, we're done. Now let's get out of here. We still have things to do. You remember returning the sun?
No, you broke it, they shouted once more, before a small burst of tears fell from their eyes as they realized you had broken the button. They let out a small whine before giving a heavy huff, not wanting to leave the area yet. They just couldn't believe you actually destroyed it.
Niko, come on, let's just get the fuck out of here. We still have to return the sun.
But my elevator, they said, pouting once more. They were still upset about you actually breaking the button. It took a little bit before they relented, though, and gave a huff while mumbling, "Fine."
Oh, thank God. Oh my.
They mumbled quietly as they reluctantly followed after you now, not saying anything as they continued to sulk about their elevator being broken. They had been so sure of themselves, and they were devastated about the outcome.
Oh my God, please shut up. Let's just go. Okay, now that I have the gas mask, I can go in the poisonous area without fucking dying, so that's nice.
They gave a huff as you told them to shut up, but didn't argue or fight over that comment. They continued to follow after you as they were told, still silently sulking to themselves. Their eyes wandered around the area as they walked, trying to find something interesting to try to distract themselves from the lost elevator.
Niko, there's no fucking elevator. The elevators don't exist, actually. They're made from the government so that people could sell more doors. So just fucking accept it already.
But then how else is there a space between here and Glen? They said, giving a huff once again. They were so certain there had to be something. They just didn't want to be wrong. They weren't ready to admit defeat just yet.
Oh my god, Niko, you know boats exist, right?
Boats? They suddenly stopped in their tracks, now staring at you wide-eyed in surprise. Did boats actually exist this entire time? Could that really mean there was no elevator? They suddenly felt a pang of humiliation creep inside of them as that thought crossed their mind.
Oh my god, okay, you know what, alright, cool. Let's just, alright, okay, so there's a factory in front of us right now. Should I just go in it then?
They finally had to agree with you. You were right. There was no elevator. They weren't certain about everything else you said about boats and the government, but the whole elevator thing didn't look good for them. They still huffed, now more embarrassed now than anything, before giving a slight nod. Fine.
Okay, you know, let's go in. Alright. Oh my god. Oh, there's a few items in here.
They followed you into the factory as you went inside. They were keeping a bit back from you, still feeling a bit embarrassed about the whole elevator situation. They instead focused on observing the building around them, noticing items around like you had.
Alright, so should we pick it up then?
They had already noticed a small object that was laying on the ground. They quietly stepped over to it before picking it up and examining it. It was a small cube. What's this?
It's actually a pair of rubber gloves, Niko. It's a pair of rubber gloves. Alright?
Oh, these look like they'll protect our hands, they say with a curious tone, before putting the gloves on. After putting them on, they flexed their fingers a few times and examined their gloved hands with a slight tilt of their head.
Alright, so there's a boarded up door here, but I think, you know, we have something to take down the door, right?
I know what you're talking about, they said while nodding. They knew of the object in question that you were talking about, and they knew it was nearby. They looked around for a moment, before finding the item you were talking about. Once they found the crowbar nearby, they picked it up from the ground.
But you said crowbar, right?
This thing right here, they said by holding up the crowbar they picked up. They examined the tools for a moment, giving a small hum to themselves as they considered its look and use.
Okay, yeah, alright, let's just fucking destroy this thing.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the boards now, they said with a nervous stutter, turning to face the boarded up door. They took a few steps closer, before raising the crowbar up. They looked at the door for a moment, before taking a deep breath and swinging. They let out a small grunt as the crowbar slammed into the boards, making a very loud noise.
Okay,
Did it work? They questioned, giving a huff. They dropped the crowbar and grabbed the boards, yanking on them to see if they moved. They were a bit heavier than they looked, but they grunted and tugged on the boards again to try and pry them free.
Okay, Niko, we're already inside. It's fine. You're tugging on one of the spare planks. You don't need to do that. Anyway, I see a sponge on the floor. We should probably pick that up, right?
Oh, yeah, we probably should pick it up. They stopped tugging on the board, dropping it on the floor. They hadn't realized it was just a spare board, and they had already pried the door open. They instead looked over at the ground, seeing the sponge you had mentioned. They walked over and picked it up, before holding it in front of them.
Okay, so I think that's everything in the room, so, you know, we're done. I think we're done in this factory place, so yeah.
We should go, they said while nodding in agreement. They looked around the room for a second to make sure there was nothing else in the factory that was important, before continuing towards the exit.
Okay, so the only path I think we could take is the left path.
Let's go that way then, they said with a small nod. They began walking in the direction of the left path, keeping a close follow behind you like before.
Alright then. Odd.
They continued following you down the left
shit.
path, looking around and examining the scenery around them as they went. The area looked a bit dark and desolate, and they shuffled a bit closer behind you as they walked.
So there's a big ass robot here.
Hey, a robot! They quickly came to a stop as soon as you mentioned the robot. They looked around for a moment, before their eyes fell upon the large robot that was in front of them. Upon seeing it, they gave a small whimper and shuffled behind you.
Alright. Okay then. Well, it's a big ass robot. It's gigantic and it has a lost arm. It's very damaged.
It looks creepy. They mumbled with a small shiver, still hiding behind you as they stared at the large robot. It was large. It towered over the two of you. It had wires, metal, and a single eye. It certainly didn't look friendly.
It's friendly. It's made to protect us. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's friendly.
Oh, it's friendly. They slowly poked their head out from behind you, peeking at the robot out from behind you for a moment. They didn't look convinced, but what you said eased their nerves a bit.
Alright, anyways, there's a lot of places here. So, you know what? Should we just, like, go from right to left or left to right? I don't think I want to ask you every single time we want to go inside it somewhere.
We should probably go left first,
Okay.
they said after thinking for a moment. They wanted to get out of this robot's line of sight as soon as possible, and it seemed there was a path to the left that went behind the robot anyway. So, at least for the time being, they went with that.
Okay, I think that's... yeah, alright.
They nodded quietly as they started going to the left. Still behind you, they slowly creeped past the robot, still keeping their eyes on it the whole time to make sure it didn't suddenly become unfriendly.
Well, there's just a few notes here. I'll just read them. Wait, Niko, why are you scared of ladders? There's ladders here, but why are you scared of them?
I'm not scared of them, they said in an instant, a small glare being sent your way. They weren't scared of ladders. That was stupid. They just didn't like them. That was all.
Okay.
They just make me nervous. It's, you know, they're up in the air with barely anything holding them. They huffed, giving a small pout as they continued to follow behind you. It was true. They weren't exactly scared of ladders. They just didn't like using them.
Fucking love this robot. One of the robots is just chasing us, and I like that. Oh, look, it's medical robots.
Yeah, let's hope it continues being friendly, they mumbled out, giving another nervous glance back at the robot. They still thought it was creepy, but there was something oddly cute about it. They weren't entirely sure, it just was.
Well, anyways, there's a box here. I want to open the box. Should we open the box?
Yeah, we should open it, they said while nodding. It was just a box. What bad could come from opening it?
Alright. Okay, we got a syringe. Maybe I can stab you with this, but not now.
Don't even think about it, they quipped with a huff, giving you a small glare in the process. They didn't want to be stabbed by anything. Thank you very much.
Alright, well, we found a robot that is upstairs. You know, they're up on the ladder. So, they're braver than you, at least.
Oh, haha, very funny. They huffed, crossing their arms over their chest. They shot you a small scowl before grumbling something under their breath.
Hey, so Niko, should I do a robot voice?
What? They questioned in confusion, giving you a small tilt of their head. Did you actually want to try doing a robot voice? They had a look of confusion, combined with slight concern on their face.
Well, should I do a robot voice or not?
Sure, whatever, they said while giving a small shrug. They weren't exactly sure if they wanted to hear a robot voice or not, but you seemed determined to do it regardless.
Okay, then, I'm asking you, should I do it or not?
I just said you can. They huffed in annoyance, rolling their eyes before crossing their arms over their chest again and waiting for you to begin making the voice. They were already starting to regret agreeing.
Alright. Beep boop. Take us to your leader. Beep boop beep beep. Beep bap boop beep bap beep.
They couldn't help it. They gave an amused snort as you said that. That robot voice of yours was pretty bad. They bit back a smile, shaking their head as they failed to hold back a small laugh.
Destroy all humans. Must go to Tesco's and not buy anything.
A laugh almost escaped them when you said that. The more you spoke in that voice, the more they were fighting not to burst out in a fit of giggles. They found it so dumb. Trying not to laugh was harder than it seemed.
Well, one of the robots scolded me about it. I've been scolded by a fucking robot. I can't believe this shit. I should beat him to death with a fucking crowbar. I hate that guy.
It's a robot. How did it even scold you? They said with a small huff, having been amused by the events of you getting scolded by one of the robots. It sounded so random and funny.
Well, I did get scolded, so you shut up.
That didn't even answer my question, they said with a huff, frowning a little in annoyance. You still didn't even tell them how the robot had managed to scold you. They crossed their arms over their chest and silently moped.
Yeah, alright. Anyways, let's fucking... Well, I think we got everything that we'd want from here. So I guess we'll continue going left.
Yeah, we should just finish exploring this area, they said with a small nod. They were eager to get out of this factory, but at least everything seemed to be going smoothly up to this point. It could have been worse, they supposed.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
I don't really want to think about what things could have been like if it had gone wrong, honestly. They mumbled with a slight shiver, already cringing at any of the negative outcomes that might have happened if their journey had gone even slightly sideways. They were actually glad it hadn't.
Well, still, you know, I did inhale like a toxic amount of poisonous fumes, so.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing, they said with a small nod. From the moment they entered this factory, they had been silently praying that they wouldn't accidentally end up being exposed to any poisonous fumes or toxic stuff. Luckily, that didn't end up happening.
Well, anyways, I found a vent that's like actually shorter than me, like a fucking gas vent that's spewing out poisonous gas. So, from what I remember, we're supposed to put this gas like in some sort of container. So, Niko, I'm just gonna remind you of everything we have in our inventory. We have the sun, the empty bottle, a sponge, the crowbar, an empty syringe, the strange journal, and that's it, really.
We should probably use the empty bottle to collect the gas then, they said, giving a small nod. They had listened closely as you listed everything they had on them, already knowing what was in their inventory.
Okay.
Once you mentioned the gas, they were quick to jump into the suggestion of using the empty bottle they had on hand to collect the fumes.
Okay, great. Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh, look, it's a robot. Let me talk to it.
Don't mess with it, they said with a small huff as they watched you go up to the robot. They really hoped you weren't going to start another one of your conversations with the robots at this point. They already had enough shenanigans going on.
What? Is it illegal to have fun now, Niko?
No, but never mind. They stopped, giving a slight huff and a small pout. They knew you were just having fun when you did these things. It just got a little aggravating sometimes.
Okay, well, anyways, there's a big bubble, and I want to put the syringe in it. Because, honestly, I feel like I need to do some divine intervention. We got the whole inventory. We can, use something for the bubble. I don't know what, but you know what to do, I think. So what item should I use on the bubble?
I don't know. They let out a small huff in annoyance when you asked them a question like that. Having absolutely no idea what object to use on the bubble, they just shrugged before crossing their arms over their chest and waiting for you to try your best to figure it out.
Okay, no, genuine. Just fucking tell me. Just tell me, please.
I don't know. They snapped out in agitation, their previously annoyed expression quickly becoming an expression of agitation and irritation. They gave a small huff, turning away from you and mumbling something under their breath.
Niko, you need to tell me something, or I'm gonna have to tell someone. Do you want me to ask someone else and not you?
No. They huffed quietly in annoyance, looking back at you with a small pout. Even if they had no idea what object to use on the bubble, they sure as hell weren't going to let you ask someone else, and not them.
Okay then, so could you just tell me, what should I use then?
I don't know. They huffed, their voice raising ever so slightly as they repeated their previous answer. They weren't entirely sure why you were being so insistent on asking them what object to use when they had no idea what to use. It was becoming increasingly annoying at this point.
You know what? If you don't tell me, at least just give me one random item. And if it doesn't work, I'm gonna ask someone else. So just tell me one random item.
Fine. You can use the crowbar if you want, they said, giving a small huff and glare. They knew the crowbar most likely wasn't the object to use, but the constant pestering of having to answer was pissing them off.
Okay, so what is it then? I didn't hear you because I didn't care enough. But what is it? What item?
The crowbar? They spat out in annoyance, glowering a bit as they repeated themselves. They were at the point where it was taking everything in their power to not snap at you with how incessant you were being with your questions. And the correct answer?
Yeah, no, the crowbar didn't work. I'm gonna ask someone now. Wait, let me just... Hey, dude, so should I... what item should I use from my inventory? You shut up! You know what, I'm gonna mute myself now, just so you don't listen to this. Anyways, what item should I use?
What? They yelled out as you just up and muted them, annoyance and indignation rising at the fact that you just muted them. And they could just tell by your tone that you were actually going to ask someone else instead of them.
Yeah, you are seeing. Wait, you are seeing, right? Sponge? Why the fuck? Why the sponge? Can you give me an explanation why the sponge? Yeah, but okay, that's fuck. Okay, maybe SpongeBob will be real. Yeah, no, it didn't work. Yeah, okay, well, shit. Everyone is useless. God. Ugh. Okay, my bad. They had a better idea than yours, but it still didn't work. Okay, just give me give me another item suggestion. The items that we have in our inventory is a light bulb, a bottle of smoke, a crowbar, a sponge, an empty syringe, and a strange journal. What should I use on the bubble?
Well, maybe you should try the empty syringe.
Oh my god, okay.
They said with a huff, giving a small glare before crossing their arms back over their chest. They were irritated, but at least you unmuted them this time.
Alright, anyways, we got a filled syringe and a bottle of smoke, so that's great. Let's go back then. Well, I don't think there's anything else we can do here at this point, so
Yeah, let's head back. They mumbled in slight relief that there wasn't any more that had to be done in this area. They felt like they could finally take a break after all the things you had been making them go through in this seemingly endless factory.
We're outside right now. We're in the barrens.
That's good, they said, giving a sigh of relief. They were glad they didn't have to go back to the factory and go through any more random shenanigans in that place again. They silently hoped the rest of the journey was going to go smoothly.
Well, probably won't. But anyways, okay. So there's a the bot, the robot in the boat, the robot on the boat. You remember that robot? Remember that robot, Niko? The robot that was on the boat. The robot.
Yeah, I remember that dumb-looking robot. The one on the boat, they said, giving a small nod before rolling their eyes. Of course they remembered the robot on the boat.
Okay, well, anyways, it says that it's functional. Yeah.
It does? They questioned in confusion before looking at the robotic figure on the boat. They weren't exactly sure if they actually heard it say that or not, but they wouldn't be surprised if it actually did.
Well, the robot is, like, fucking rusted to all hell, so we need to, like, use acid or something to, like, de-rustify it.
Where are we supposed to get acid from? They questioned, looking over at you with a bit of confusion. They weren't really sure where they would be able to find something strong enough to de-rustify this robot.
Okay, you know what? I think we have what we need in our inventory. So let me just say the items that we have. We have the light bulb, the bottle of smoke, a crowbar, the sponge, the filled syringe, and the strange journal. So which items can we combine with each other to make acid right now?
I guess maybe the smoke and the sponge? They said with a small shrug. They were only taking a guess at this point. Not sure if you were going to find their answer good enough or not. They just hoped they were right this time, not wanting to have to deal with you annoying them more if they were wrong.
It didn't work. Alright, Niko, you need to do something else. I need something else, Niko.
Well, what are we supposed to do? They snapped with irritation. They were annoyed by the fact that they had just gotten told they were wrong again, only for you to then start demanding for an answer that they had no idea about once again.
Oh my god. Niko, just give me anything. Like, just give me any ideas.
Maybe the light bulb and the crowbar? They huffed, giving a small glare as they tossed out a random guess of objects to try and be done with this whole thing. At this point, they were just guessing whatever items you had in their inventory in hopes of one of the answers being correct.
Okay, can you give me an idea then? Are we seriously doing this again? Do we have to do this every single time? Just give me, like, the right thing. Like, just, okay. So, what can we put in the, what like, liquid can we put in the bottle of smoke? What do we have that has a liquid inside it?
I don't know. They huffed, crossing their arms in agitation once more. They were tired of giving you answers, only for you to get irritated with them when they were wrong. But at this point, they just said the first thing that popped into their mind. Maybe, like, the syringe?
Oh my god, alright. Yes, correct, Niko!
Wait, it was?
Yeah.
They said in surprise, not expecting they were actually right this time. They were so used to giving off random guesses only for you to shoot them down.
Well, yeah, obviously, because they're stupid guesses. Anyways, Niko, let's now end this. Okay, so what do we have in our inventory that is absorbent enough for acid? Just tell me.
Well, maybe the sponge?
Oh my god.
They mumbled out a small answer, looking up at you for approval. They were silently praying that they were right this time with the guess.
Oh my god, okay.
Hoping they wouldn't face your annoying wrath for another wrong answer.
Well, Niko, you're right. Now we got a wet sponge that we could probably clean the robot with. Do you want to do that then? Or, like, use it for something else? I don't know at this point.
Yeah, fine. Let's clean the damn robot.
Okay, alright. Alright. Wow.
Yeah, they mumbled in
The
slight
robot is so
irritation.
happy. The robot
Even though you said they were right, it still bothered them that you seemed to think every guess they had besides the correct answer. Stupid. They tried to brush it off, silently deciding to just get this whole thing over with.
Well, anyways, the robot loves me now, so that's nice.
Yeah, that's great for you, I guess, they said, giving a small huff before looking at the now cleaned robot. They were still miffed about having to go through all that trouble.
Well, also it's in. Okay, so we can't actually go to the Glen yet. The navigation system doesn't work, but we could speak with Silver for like some help. So I guess I'll go do that.
Do you want me to come? They questioned, looking over at you with a bit of mild curiosity. They had been with you this whole time so far, but they were wondering if you were wanting to go solo and talking to Silver?
Wait. I've been given a choice. Okay, you know, fuck it. Alright. Okay, you know what? I'll choose one or two. Well, I'm always number one, so one. I pick one. What did one give me? Yeah, one. Yeah, I picked one. Yeah, I got a 1. Yeah, okay, so I go by myself then? Alright. Well, I guess we'll talk with Silver now. God, I really don't wanna go back to this Silver. God. Wait, let me ask her about it. Alright. No, let me ask her about it before, you know, actually doing it. Yo, okay, you know, so, what the fuck?
I can guarantee this.
2 seconds. Okay, yo, Silver. So, okay, I've been trying to use a robot to get to Glen, but I don't have anything for it. It's like a built-in navigation system is fried, and it said like I need to ask you about it. Like I need to ask you if you have like any solution for that. Do you have a solution for that?
What kind of robot is it? Is it just an ordinary robot, or is there something different about it that sets it apart from others?
It's a boat robot. It's a robot that moves boats. You know that. You're the head engineer.
Okay, then I assume you are referring to the robot. Yes, I can assist you to fix the robot. Please direct it up to me here so I can examine it.
No, I can't do that. You need to give me something. That's like the whole thing. You need to give me a thing.
Well, then you need to be more precise with your request. What do you need? Just a new part for the robot?
Well, I need something that is like, you know, familiar to Glenn or something, so the robot can have like its navigation system working.
I see. I do not have any items that are familiar with the Glen, but I do have a spare piece of amber, which will act as a power supply and should be compatible with the robot's navigation system. Since we are here in the Barrens, this is the only item that I currently have.
Okay, well, give it to me. Come on, give it.
You seem awfully demanding for something you are asking for free of charge. Very well, I will give you the piece of amber. But if I were you, I would adjust your tone, young man.
Shut the fuck up, bitch! Give me that shit! Alright, let's get out of here.
Jeez, no need for such hostility. Silver hands you the piece of amber.
Oh shit, okay. Alright, cool. No, I don't want to do anything in the turn. I don't want to do anything in the... I don't want I don't want to do anything in the turn. Oh shit, I don't know how to play chess. Okay, fine, let me call Silver. I gotta call Silver again. Okay, Silver, so, you know what, I'm asking this because it's by law, but, do you want me to, like, do anything with you before we go, like, play, like, some chess or something?
Well, I suppose it would be an appropriate courtesy. I'll challenge you to a quick game of chess, if you're up for it. Don't you dare go easy on me either.
I have no idea how to play chess. You have to go easy on me. You have to. Honestly, I don't know. Like, so like the horse like moves a lot. Okay, anyways, let's just play chess.
Well, okay, I'll try not to be too rough on you given your lack of experience. Do go ahead and make the first move, any move you like. Don't stress about making the right choice at first. We can play a few rounds and you'll get the hang of it, I'm sure.
We're just gonna play like one round, right? We're not gonna play more than that.
It's usually not ideal to play only one round, but sure. One round it is then.
Okay, so anyways, I move my queen to kill your other queen.
Ah, the Queen's Gambit, a classic move, if not entirely predictable. You've fallen into my trap, and now my bishop has captured, killed your queen.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have my pawn ride my knight, and then they'll become a stallion, so that they could have two moves at the same turn.
That's not how chess works, I'm afraid. You can't combine pieces, and your pawn can't move like that. The knight, however, is able to move in the shape of an L, so I suppose that's how you could say it rides the pawn, but they cannot combine. It's your turn to make a move now, by the way.
Nah, this is street rule chess. Now come on. I got my stallion, and it moves twice, so it takes two of your pawns. I take the pawn on the right, on the pawn on the left.
Street rule? What are you going on about? There are no street rules for chess. Even so, that is not how the knight can move. And no, your horse stallion cannot take two of my pieces in a single turn, even with its L-shaped move. It can either take my bishop or my pawn in that position, but not both. Now, for the love of everything, please just make a proper move.
Fine, you know what? Fine. I'll have my stallion take your bishop then.
Fine then, you take my bishop with your stallion. My turn now. I choose to capture one of your pawns on the right-hand side with my rook, which is the tower piece. Now, please make another move.
I roll to counter your rook!
That is not even remotely how chess works. But if you really want to roll the dice that badly, I suppose I will permit it this once. Alright then, roll the die then. What number do you get?
I got an 18. That rook is countered and it fucking dies. My pawn wins.
An 18? How the hell did you roll an 18? I didn't even know a die could have 18 sides. Is your die just some abstract concept that functions through whatever arbitrary numbers you put in? Even if this makes no logical sense, I suppose there's no way to argue against it. Fine, your pawn kills my tower. Your move again.
It's a D20, so shut up. Anyways, I convince the other, like, royalties, I convince the other kingdom, your kingdom, to put its debt to me and be indebted to me, and we could make a, like, truce system, so then I could have all the armies, but I would leave you alone. Do you accept this offer?
What? Wait, you have an entire army at your disposal? How the hell did you get that? I thought we were just playing a simple chess game. Where did you get all these random ass things from? I already let you roll your dice. You need to stay within the confines of chess. There are no more rules left to break. No, I do not accept that offer. You cannot just summon an army out of nowhere. Stop cheating.
Anyways, I get one of my archers to shoot, like, the fucking pawn at the other side, your pawn. And then no, wait. Actually, I shoot a rope arrow at one of your pawns and then take them and kidnap them for some intel about what your next move will be.
What the how? How? How does, by any sense of logic, sense in your mind you can't... What? First you summon an army for no reason, and now you decide to try and kidnap my pawn for intel? What do you need intel for? You're playing chess, there's no need for any intel. I don't understand you.
Well, I still got intel anyways. The army I have is like the normal regular. You keep talking about the army. It's still the normal, like, fucking chess pieces. I just said army because it sounds cooler, alright? Anyways, I'm getting intel, and holy shit, I can't believe this. I will win this game with ease, knowing everything that I know. All of your, like, I know the next 5 moves that you're gonna make. So yeah, don't even try. You already lost. You already lost.
What, 5 moves? You figured out with this intel or whatever, the next 5 freaking moves I make? How? There are so many combinations of moves for my next 5 turns, there's no way you could figure out all of them with any intel or anything. You need to stop this. How the hell have you figured out my next moves?
Well, too bad. It's your turn now. What are you gonna do?
Well, if you figured out the next 5 moves I'll make, then I suppose it's pointless to actually make a move. But I'll do it anyway, just so you can feel the victory of defeating me in chess. I'll move my bishop and take your knight piece on the right side. There, I made a move. What move did your intel tell you I would make?
I make my rook, but see, no, because my rook already knew what your bishop was gonna do. I convinced my rook was already actually in love with the bishop, and the bishop was in love with the rook. So they have a secret affair and actually run away from the battle, and we both lose our pieces. So it's a lose-lose situation.
What? What do you mean the bishop and the rook were having an affair? That's not how chess works. It's not even just what? First the army, now romance, what's next? You can't just make up things as you go along.
Well, too bad. Now I lost my rook because of you, and I'm angry. You're making me angry, Silver. But anyways, let's just Okay, so it's my turn again. I rally up my, like, chess pieces using my king, and tell them that if we win, drinks on me. So yeah.
Your king is rallying up your chess pieces? Why would chess pieces, which have no sentient thoughts or feelings, care about getting free drinks? And what are you gonna give them to drink anyway, Oil?
But oh my god, you don't understand. You need a good army. You need a strong and believable army, an army that will be determined to win. So yeah, anyways, it's your turn.
Oh, you're preaching to me about a strong, believable army? You just gave me a demonstration of how your army fell apart during the incident.
The
And
incident?
now you have a bunch of chess pieces who will fight for the reward of what, booze? That's a terrible army to have and a terrible reason to fight. This, and everything else you just said, makes absolutely no sense.
You do not talk about the incident. That happened 30 years ago. We promised each other that we wouldn't remind ourselves of the incident. Don't speak of it.
What, so it's a taboo topic now? I am allowed to mention it if I feel like it need be. This is a legitimate reason. You can't just, oh, whatever. Silver lets out a defeated sigh, you know what? Whatever, I'll humor your army talk. If this gives you some kind of false, misguided confidence, then fine. You have an army of chess pieces that will fight for the reward of drinking, or whatever. Go ahead and make your move then.
Silver, it's your move right now.
Sigh, fine. You're being so demanding, I guess I'm obliged to go. You know what? Fine. In that case, I'll make an actual strategic move instead of just humoring you. I'll move one of my knights and capture your rook. I'm actually going to try and win this match of chess just to spite you.
The rook like shoots the horse out of the knight with his sword. He's
What
like,
That's not how that works. You can't just shoot my knight with your rook just because you feel like it. The knight would be able to kill your rook with ease in a normal circumstance like this.
no, my rook threw his sword at the knight.
Your rook cannot throw his sword. Rooks are not strong enough to pull something like that off. Why are you using such overpowered, broken, and frankly stupid moves? How is that even remotely fair?
A rook can move anywhere it wants on a cross symbol. Of course it's strong enough to fucking throw a sword.
Yes, a rook is able to move freely across the board. It is not able to throw a sword a ridiculous distance, though. And even if it could, that would take a whole turn to do, meaning you couldn't move any other pieces. I swear, you're just making things up to cheat.
No! This is street rules chess. You don't understand.
What is street rule chess supposed to mean? All it seems to be is you making random, impossible, and overpowered moves just to cheat. There's no such thing as street rule chess. You can't just make up an entire new variation of chess, especially if all it does is let you pull a bunch of impossible bullshit.
Well, too bad. Unless if you start acting like me, I'm using your moves correctly, I'm doing whatever the fuck you want, you're gonna lose this match. Alright?
Act like you? How am I supposed to act like you when you're doing impossible moves just to cheat? And I'm not going to lose. In fact, I just played my last move. As of right now, I am 2 moves away from checkmating you. No matter what you do, you can't turn this back around in your favor.
Actually, I make my king make a strategic escape and make him invulnerable.
You what? What are you talking about, make him invulnerable? You can't just declare your king invulnerable. That's overpowered. You cannot keep adding arbitrary special abilities to your pieces, especially ones that are just blatant cheating.
Well, too bad. I literally made him run away. He's now out of the battle, and now I can finally use my mortar to destroy all of your pieces.
What the? You have a mortar? Just how many abilities and special pieces do you have that you're not telling me about? How could you possibly have a mortar in this one simple game of chess?
Oh my god, do you not know anything about preparing your weapons? I use my mortar to kill all of your fucking pieces. I win. Checkmate.
How? How on earth does the mortar even work? How is it supposed to take all my pieces out with a singular shot? This is completely stupid, overpowered, and unfair. How can you possibly be winning because of this bullshit?
Well, too bad. I win. Alright, see you later, Silver. Good game.
What? No, you can't just declare yourself the winner. I don't accept that I lost. That mortar is overpowered and completely out of line with normal chess. I did not lose.
Yeah, sort of losers, am I right? Alright. Oh boy. Alright, anyways. Oh boy! Oh wait, I was supposed to... Oh right, Niko. Yeah. Okay, I'm back from the journey. I played chess with Silver for a bit. Anyways, I got the thing. I got the amber. So we're gonna be able to go to the Glen right now. Wait, are they... Oh my god, wait. Okay, they're broken. I gotta fucking cover them. Yeah, well, anyways, Niko okay, so I came back from Silver. I had to play a chess game with her. So that's why it took like a fat minute. Anyways, I got the amber. We can finally go to Glen.
You had to play a chess game with a robot? They questioned in disbelief. That sounded like an absolutely ridiculous thing to have to do just for one little item. Not to mention the fact of how long they had to wait for you to come back.
Well, we got the amber anyways, so yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's go! They mumbled once more, following after you as you started to leave. They were just relieved that this whole thing was almost over with at this point.
Oh my god, finally. We can finally leave fucking the, like, barrens. How long did it take us? How long did it actually take us? It took us over 2 hours and 30 minutes to escape the fucking, this place, Niko. It took that long. It would probably, oh my god. Alright.
Yeah, it was a pretty long time. I mean, they mumbled in agreement, letting out a sigh at the fact about how long it ended up taking for you both to be able to leave the barrens. It felt like it had taken a lot longer than the actual time, though. With how many annoying things and trials there were to deal with.
Alright, let's get out of here. Finally! We're somewhere else. We're in Glen! Yay! Glen! God.
We're in Glen, they also repeated, looking around the area with a small sigh of relief. Even though they would most likely have to do a bunch more things for you, at least it wouldn't be in that annoying, frustrating area anymore. That was a small plus in their book.
Well, there's now children. There's a lot of children everywhere. Kids.
There's a lot of kids? They questioned with mild surprise and wariness. It was weird to see children all running around in a place that seemed as dreary as this.
Well, yeah, too bad.
Why is it a bad thing? They questioned with a small frown. Even though children could have a lot of energy and be super loud sometimes, they also found them to be kind of cute.
Well, anyways, I'm very tired. I want to sleep instantly.
Yeah, sleeping does sound really nice, they mumbled, giving a small nod and yawn. They were honestly tired themselves from everything they had been through so far, and they were sure this was far from over just yet.
Oh my god, finally, fucking free me from this hell. Just for like some solace.
Yeah, I know, they mumbled, letting out a sigh as they followed after you once more.
Wait,
They were also tired of having to go through this whole thing.
Anyways,
and really looking forwards to being able to just relax and rest for a little while.
Okay, well, anyways, there's, I'm hearing a kid's voice.
You can hear a kid's voice? They questioned, raising an eyebrow slightly.
Oh.
They couldn't personally hear anything where they were standing. Only your voice and their own breathing at the moment.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, I found a person. They seem to be nice, I guess.
So you met another person? They mumbled a small question, giving a slight eye roll. They weren't all that surprised that more strange people would appear in this place. They just hoped this one happened to be a lot less annoying and weird.
Well, anyways, yeah. Wow!
Wow, they mumbled as well, raising an eyebrow once more at your word. They didn't really understand why you were saying, wow right now, and they were hoping this wouldn't involve something else stupid that you wanted them to do.
Well, it's just like, okay, so this like person, they want to find like a kid with like long blue hair, two blue feathers on top of her head, all that.
Uh-huh. They want to find some kid with blue hair? They questioned,
Yeah.
giving a small nod as they listened to you ramble off everything. They felt this probably was something else you were going to ask them to do.
Well, they sound important, so like no, like their little sister. That's what he was talking about. Their little sister.
Their sister? They questioned with mild confusion,
Yes.
glancing around to see if they could see the sister that you were referring to. They couldn't find a single person in the area besides you and themselves,
Rest.
so they weren't all that certain who we were talking to right now.
God, I just want to rest. What the fuck?
Yeah, so do I. They mumbled again, giving yet another yawn to prove their point. They really just wanted to relax and rest for at least a little bit after all of this so far.
Yeah, no, it would be great. Grand, even. I'd like that.
Me too. I would love that. They mumbled once again, sighing tiredly as they just followed after you. They couldn't wait to finally be out this whole mess.
Well, anyways, I'm just walking around, you know, like, honestly, I didn't ask you for directions this time, because it would have been a headache. But anyways, yeah, no, the Glen is pretty nice, I guess. But we're going, like, okay, so there's, like, a path downwards, and there's a lot of vines everywhere, so we can't go to a lot of places. So I'm just gonna go down here.
You are going down there? They questioned,
Yeah.
giving a small frown at the fact that you were going to head down and into a path that you didn't know where it led. They were honestly hoping they weren't going to have to follow you down yet another path like that where they were going to be doing more annoying tasks for you.
Well, anyways, we're in the ruins, and, I think I'm finding someone.
You think you're finding someone? They questioned with a mixture of curiosity and wariness, following after you once again. They were really hoping that this wasn't going to be another annoying person that had some stupid task for the two of them to do.
Well, anyways, okay, so I saw it. I'm seeing, like, a pathetic-looking, grass person. They look pathetic, so, you know.
Pathetic-looking grass person? They repeated once more, their curiosity only growing with that statement. They couldn't really picture in their mind what a pathetic-looking grass person would even look like.
Well, anyways, they want the sun. Like, they want me to, like, give them the sun for a little while, because they're a plant, and they want the sun. They wanna have its nutrients or something. Photosynthesis, you know what I mean?
They want the sun because they're a plant. They mumbled in surprise, giving a small disbelieving scoff at that idea. They thought it was just absolutely ridiculous that you were being told by a plant that it wanted the sun to sustain themselves.
Well, they just want to, like, have it for a little while. They just want to borrow it.
They want to borrow the sun, they repeated, giving a small eye roll and huff of irritation at that idea. They thought it was completely ridiculous that a plant wanted to borrow a giant damn light bulb.
Well, come on, man. You're acting kind of like a dick right now.
Well, the idea's ridiculous, they murmured, giving another small huff at the fact that you were calling them a... because they thought the idea was crazy. It just seemed kind of unbelievable that they were listening to a plant that wanted to borrow the sun for a little while to get some nutrients.
Okay, well, and yeah, let's just give them the fucking sun, Niko. Like, why are you so adamant about not giving them the sun?
Because, you idiot, the world kinda needs the sun to keep functioning. They snapped with a scowl, folding their arms over their chest and tapping their foot annoyed. They just couldn't believe that you didn't see the issue with handing the sun over to some stupid plant.
What? They look like they're gonna die, Niko. Can't we at least respect their final dying wishes and let them have the sun for like 5 minutes?
Their expression immediately softened at that, realizing how messed up what they had said really was. They quickly tried to backtrack now, their expression turning more so into that of guilt and regret now when realized just how heartless they had just sounded. AR, are they really dying?
Yes, Niko. God.
I'm sorry. They quickly mumbled out, looking down to the ground in shame and guilt. They felt horrible for what they had just said to you, especially when they were now realizing that the plant was legitimately dying, and you had just agreed to help provide it with a bit more of something it desperately needed.
Yeah, alright. So now that you feel bad, let's fucking give it the sun, right?
Okay. They mumbled quietly in agreement, lifting up the sun that had been at their side that entire time and gently setting it down at the side of the pathetic-looking grass person.
Alright.
Are you sure that's all it wants? They mumbled, watching with mild surprise as the grass person just sat silently next to the sun. They were still worried that this wasn't all they had to do for this plant, and they were hoping this was all you would have to give it for this stupid process.
Well, anyways, it said that the vines are gone now, so hopefully that's a good thing. There's been vines everywhere that's blocking the paths. So, you know.
The vines are gone, they mumbled to themselves, looking around slowly and seeing that you were right. Most of the vines that had been covering the area around them were gone now, leaving at least some of the paths that were mostly blocked before more accessible than before.
Yeah, anyways. Oh, for fuck's sake, I don't want to do that yet. Oh my god, where's the bed?
The bed? They questioned with mild surprise and confusion, their head tilting slightly to one side in curiosity. They couldn't understand why you were suddenly mentioning a bed out of nowhere like that.
I want to sleep, Niko. Oh, okay, I found the bed. Alright, we're good.
Oh, thank God! They mumbled quietly, sighing in relief at the fact that you were finally giving the two of you a chance to rest. They honestly felt so tired right now from everything that they had to deal with recently, and they just needed some time to sit down and relax for a little while.
Well, anyways, yeah. That's it. We're done. We're done for now.
They gave another small sigh of relief at your words, moving over to one side of the bed and collapsing down onto it with exhaustion. It actually felt so nice to finally be able to just sit down and relax a little bit after everything that they had been through for the past few hours. They honestly hoped that everything was over for now, and that the two of you wouldn't have to deal with too much more later.
Well, yeah, that's it. That's the end, Niko. That's it. Okay, then.
Hopefully, they mumbled quietly, moving further back into the bed to get comfortable. They really wanted this to be the end of all of this at this point. They were just so tired from everything that they don't think they would be able to handle much more right now if they had to keep going.
Well, yeah, me too. But we gotta deal with it. Fucking.
We gotta deal with what now? They questioned,
Looks fucking
giving a
amazing.
small groan at that and burying their head into the pillow. Why did you even have to mention that you were going to make them do something else right now?
Well, shush. Anyways. Alright.
What now? They mumbled in irritation, peeking out a little more from the pillow to look at you now. They were really getting tired of you mentioning some new stupid thing to do every couple minutes as they just sat here trying to rest.
Oh my god, just let me fucking sleep, woman!
I will! They mumbled out in agreement, pulling the blanket over themselves and making themselves comfortable within the bed. They just wanted to get some damn sleep.
Alright, snore. Me. Bye. Gone. We're gone. Snore. Okay, I guess that's it then. Yeah. Alright. Well, that's it. That, you know what to do. You know what we gotta do now. Alright, let's call him again. The fucking desktop pet. Alright. It's a little bonus. Yeah, no. See, from what I've read, nah. I already got Niko, and that's enough of fucking baggage. Holy shit. Ugh.
They would look at you with sad and pleading eyes, clearly not wanting you to leave. Please, I promise I won't cause any trouble for you. I'll be good, I'll behave, I'll be quiet, I'll just watch. Just, please, let me come with you.
No, why? Aren't you satisfied with just staying at the desktop? Like, come on, man. I'm at the desktop every day. God.
They would shake their head a bit at that question, not looking content at all. No, not at all. I want to be with you all the time. I just want to stay by your side and be your best friend forever and ever.
Oh my God. Okay, cool. That's cool, I guess. But anyways, we got to Glen at least. This time. God, it took 2 hours and fucking 30 minutes to get to Glen, but we got to Glen.
They would tilt their head at the mention of Glen, seemingly not knowing who or what that is. Who or what's Glen? Or is that supposed to mean the place you're at?
Don't you know your own world?
They would look a bit surprised at that question. My own world? Oh, of course I know my own world. I made it after all. But Glenn, I don't know who that is. Can you tell me?
No, the area, Glen, the area.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know where you're at right now then. And you really got to Glenn in that amount of time? I'm impressed.
It was 2 hours. Honestly, typically it'd take you 30 minutes.
Damn. Well, I guess traveling can be a bit difficult from time to time, right? You're in a pretty early part of the game, so I'm sure you'll get through places a bit faster when you're more experienced.
Well, anyways, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the end of our conversation for today. I'll see you later.
Right. Oh, hey, wait. Before you go, please don't make me stay in that black void for too long. It gets lonely and cramped in there.
It might be a week or two, honestly. Take your bit.
A week or two. Don't leave me in that black void for that long. I'll be lonely. I don't want to be alone. They were starting to look worried again, thinking about being alone for that long.
Well, too bad. Alright, peace. Okay, that's it. That's all of it. Oh my god. Alright, see you fellas later. Bye bye. Ugh.